It's a good thing I caught that on camera.
Yeah, well,
Clap.
if I was wrong, I'd feel bad about it, but I'm not. Alright.
Looks like we're both live.
It does.
Lady B with the first of the session, the stream.
Let me go ahead and mute both of those and roll a d6.
1.
Now that you guys are on different monitors, this makes the d6 even easier. It's a 1.
There's actually 6 of us.
Yeah. So that's Lady B.
Oh,
Again?
It's a Lady B. Roll the 1. So
Biased.
I assume this.
I'm calling bullcrap on those dice.
It's the VTT. What do you want from me?
They're loaded.
I'm
Loaded
still
VTT
inspired,
dice?
So
Yeah.
landing on these.
I mean, at least one of you knows or has it, right? It's more than all of last campaign where no one had it.
Oh, I should update this. Let's see.
Michael, you can like do stuff with your character, right? Did you test that?
The game is paused, so I haven't tested it, but I can select me and you separately, and it changes my vision, so I think I can.
Perfect.
There you go. It's on pause if you want to check that.
Can you mess with me?
Oh, there is something that I definitely need to do. I don't know if I can do it from Foundry.
You wanna? You want diddy diddy dum diddy do?
There we go.
Update.
No, I had to equip my shield because I've got a little doll on it. And now my AC is 18. But my damage is down.
I think I might actually have the same AC as you.
So when you're throwing a ranged weapon, the first number is their regular. The second number is the furthest you can go, but it's disadvantage, right?
Kayla, you were muted.
He's concentrating. He's trying to get the question out for Lady B.
Cannot
No,
hear
we
you.
cannot hear you. We could earlier.
And now he's
Desperation.
But you were correct, Steph. It is normal range and long range.
so technically now we have just established that since he is on my shield apparatus, he has partial cover, so that should raise your armor class even more, correct?
It
Yeah.
will when
Oh,
Caleb will adjust
Situationally,
it.
yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
17 right now.
Caleb adjusts it on his end.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's awesome that you're getting a boost in armor class. You're welcome, buddy.
Theoretically, there's some.
Oh,
Thanks,
nice!
baby.
Congrats on the new Switch.
Oh, we hear the
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. How many sorcery points, Lady B, would you need to spend to cast a 4th level spell? And use the twin spell feature on it.
I can't even cast 4th level spells. So.
No, it's a mechanics rule. So if you were to cast a 4th level spell, how many
So it would
sorcery
be
points would
one sorcery point for twin spell. Is it 1 per level? That doesn't feel like that's right.
you should know.
Which is the point of the questions, is to make you think about your stuff and know your
I
stuff
think
better.
it's just 1, isn't it?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
The answer is 4. It is 1 per spell level.
Okay, then I've totally been doing it not that way.
I don't think you've twinned a second level.
I've done Witch Bolt at second level, and I haven't used both sorcery points. I've only used one, and I've done it more than once in combat. So I've been doing it wrong.
It's fine. We
learn.
TPK'd anyway, so.
Yeah, it's chill.
You'll get to roll an easier character next time.
People G.
Awesome. Okay, so there's your question. I guess you're
Still failing.
still failing. We'll get a question right at some point, you know.
What's the
I feel like they, with the exception of the first one, I feel like they haven't been particularly,
No, that's
cheap.
good.
you know.
I knew the answer to the first
The
one.
first one was a cheap question. That was me being a dick, but
Here's what's gonna happen though. You're gonna roll
Uh-huh.
like say me next week. Okay.
Sure.
You're gonna hit my number, and you're gonna. What's your character's name?
No.
Trick question.
Eat it.
And then Lady Brit is gonna be so mad.
it's gonna be month like 8, and no one's gotten a question right yet. And I finally roll Michael, and it's like, here is like the easiest question I can come up with. He's prepared for anything, but I asked like the simplest question.
How many hit
5
points
of them.
does your character have?
5
Right
subs.
now.
Said it.
5 subs if he throws it.
Honestly.
When the time comes. All right, let's go.
Sorry.
So, quick recap. Last session, the party had gathered together in the Darrington Brigade and had a couple of different conversations about what exactly they wanted to do. They decided that they were going to go visit the Fae first, in order to avoid accidentally messing with this little glass bead and breaking it. So instead, the party went to go see the Fae. The Fae asked them to hunt down the Darklings and the remaining Quicklings, mostly because they are really hurt after all of that. They don't have the power to hunt them down themselves. So as a result, the party agreed upon the understanding that with clearing out these Darklings, the Pixies were going to give something to the party to sort of keep for themselves. With that, the party went back to the Darrington Brigade, allowed both Yotev and Terrian Darrington to do some work on this little glass bead, and it was successful. The party went back, shattered the bead on the ground, and were teleported to where they find themselves now. Currently stranded in the middle of a forest somewhere. Potentially the same one, potentially not. The only certainty with this location is that it is on the material plane. With that, some of the party started to head forward and eventually saw what looks to be some of these Darklings in the forest itself. And as a result, combat has initiated, as these Darklings are not the friendliest of bunches. So we're going to start this session of campaign with an initiative roll. I have just activated the initiative encounter, so feel free to go ahead and roll.
You get to do your own initiative for the first time, like ever. Like ever.
I like to refer
It
to
did,
Darklings.
like the first time ever.
Fuck you.
He's moving.
I like referring to Darklings as Deadlings.
That's not true.
Maybe
That's
in the future.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Damn,
see how
I
this
thought
goes.
I rolled well too.
We all rolled really, really good.
You have a
No,
lot of 16s,
I
so you
rolled
used-
horrible.
Did not matter.
You rolled better than me.
By
Alright.
1. And I get a +3 on initiative.
So do I.
So that's all 6 of you guys. So we're gonna watch as the Darkling Elder's gonna go first. He is in the backpack. So he's gonna
In the backpack,
in the backpack.
Okay, I also heard backpack, and I was like, what the fucking backpack?
I heard
What's in a
backpack.
Right?
it must be that East Coast slang.
Not even from the
As
East
opposed to the back
Coast.
front.
You've been there long enough that it's rubbed off on you.
Is that what that is? So he's gonna move here. I don't know if any of you can actually see him.
I still can't see anybody, so
You
no.
can't, which is great for him. Wow, this is going well.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's
I thought Kenji had some supervision there that he could see.
Oh,
he's
I
got
can see a lot.
supervision, but he can't see him because of his current position. He's
just where
behind
he's
something that's
chilling.
blocking vision. But he can still see you two. Interesting.
That seems sus.
He's gonna hold an action.
We don't know we're in combat yet, do we? Like the party doesn't know.
You heard a Sylvan voice yell out at the end of last session about
Right.
intruders. So anyone who knows Sylvan knows that you guys have been spotted and labeled as intruders. Anyone who doesn't know Sylvan knows that someone was yelling around in this area, and it sounded like the same language that was being used in by the Fey Road.
Gotcha.
You know something's up at the very least. Let me go to Aiden. Aiden, you are up.
Alright.
Oh
I'm
god.
gonna walk partway down and see what I see. If I see anything, I'll use the rest of my movement. Just gotta get closer to the party. And I guess I will hold my action to throw the flame that I currently have in my hand that's giving me light. If I see anything coming to attack us.
Kenji, the one man that can see. One entity that can see. It is your turn.
This is going to be interesting. I hope you can see in the dark. And
I can only see about 60 feet. So what's up? What's going on?
directly in front of us, there's 2 people. And then a little bit down between those 2 mushrooms, there's 3 more. And then as I'm telling him this, you're going to see, like if you were looking at Kenji, it looks like tentacles are going to come out of his eye. And just like, kind of like they're like trying to like crawl out like a spider. It's not a spider, Lady Brittany. But tentacles come out, and they kind of pull forward, and then what looks like an actual eye will appear, and then it will just shoot forward, and then just kind of like the tentacles will be coming out, and it will hit this one right here.
All right.
With an Eldritch
Go
Blast.
ahead and roll the hit.
14 plus 7 for 21 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 1d10. Fuck my dick.
I'm gonna
That's 6 damage.
I'm gonna make sure I hold the shield steady as this is all going on, and just look down and go, what the fuck?
And-
Fair.
And then can I also? Oh wait, no. This is
You said it was how much damage?
6.
Okay.
Oh, this is an action. Yeah, okay. No, and then that's the end of my turn because I'm currently riding. I'm riding. Or can
Alright.
Can I hold my movement basically in terms of like flavor to move wherever he moves?
I mean, mechanically, yeah, you could.
Okay. Because I mean, like,
Yeah,
if I'm
how-
on the back of his
just-
shield,
ju-
then I can. Otherwise, technically, he would have to take half speed, mechanically.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that
was gonna
works.
say, how are we gonna do movement on that? I mean, he's gonna actually have to be like on my hip the whole time, like that, correct?
So yeah, so essentially, I would just use my movement whenever you move to do that. So I just can't go anywhere.
Okay.
He doesn't have his own movement.
And you only have 32, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
If not, yeah, I have 30.
I don't want to know how Kenji moves.
I move with him now.
Well, as soon as you make his legs.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Fucking savage. So that's the end of my
alright.
turn.
He's gonna start moving.
That's the end of your turn. Got it. So with that,
Kenji and Varnex just became best friends.
There's so much room
That's
for
fine.
activities.
that's an interesting choice in best friend, but for both of you actually. Killian, it is your turn.
I already have
Well,
a
it
best
works out
friend.
so well.
Alright. I'm going to start moving 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, so it's a good diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
25, 30.
Yep.
I still don't see anything.
Yep.
Jesus. Could I have relayed
Light
that?
is attached to you, right?
What you said out loud is
Just me,
available
yeah.
for everyone that's around.
Yeah. So anyone within 60 feet would have heard the 2, and then down between those 2 other mushrooms, there's 3.
Okay, so I know that there'd be enemies within a certain range, so I'm going to go ahead and hold an attack action for somebody that comes between or close enough for myself or my echo's position. Attack
Alright.
with my maul.
So,
Perfect.
clarifying question.
Sure.
On my movement, if I ask Kinji to guide me, would I be able to
I don't know
move
that.
correctly into the correct position? Like, I mean, like basically let him move first and then I move to him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that I would know he's guiding me. You okay with that, Kinji? Of being my eyes in this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Of directing where I'm going?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll
Um,
so going forward, you'll probably just have to be on top of my square.
Right.
What you could do is the same thing where Michael and I have control over each other's tokens.
That won't be necessary.
No. I want to work together because I have another plan as well as we go along. Is that at all times I'm going to be whispering Draconic in Kinji's ear, just talking Draconic and teaching him Draconic.
Oh shit.
At any rate,
Wow.
Iliad, as you move forward, you start to step around these roots, and you still have on your person one of these sort of mechanical bugs that have attached to you that is giving off a light in the area around you. All of a sudden, that light goes out as the held action of a darkness spell lands on top of you, and you can see nothing. That purple area there is that darkness spell.
Great.
Kasan, it's your turn.
I move and dash here.
Right? No, their turns.
This is how I die.
Oh
Yep. Here.
Yup.
That is.
no. Why'd
how
you
that-
get in front of me? I was gonna say.
I moved 5 feet back. Sorry. Okay. Hi, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Yo, this is freaking me the fuck out, dude. You're taking a long time to decide how you're gonna kill us.
It's not about deciding how to kill you. It's about deciding how they're gonna approach. It's gonna actually move straight in. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wish I went a little faster. So bad.
It's times like these I miss my monk.
Thank you.
55 movement at level 3 was 1. Oh god.
What do we got here?
And that. All right. They all make their moves. Terror scale. Varnax terror scale.
I'm trying to see. Well, that's in the darkness thing.
Yes. So, interestingly,
But I wouldn't be able to see that, correct?
that is correct. So you can see that a almost orb of darkness has fallen around Killian, and everything else, everything in that circle and outside of that circle is technically invisible to you.
Would I have heard the person approaching me?
You hear what sounds like a collection of skittering. I keep forgetting that from your perspective, you only see the one. But you heard multiple.
Would I have heard that this one's close enough to swing at?
You'd hear something is easily within a couple of feet of you. Yes.
So then I would have used my reaction to use my
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll to hit with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Kenji.
Miss. Natural
Okay.
3.
We're gonna
Total of 10.
skirt this this thing, and I'm gonna yell, Killian, we're going around.
All right, so I would go right here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't see you, so I'm gonna just go to
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. And you
I keep
did
on
30?
forgetting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did 30.
yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and ask Kenji if there's anyone. Oh man, I gotta be able to see him. Never mind. I can't use him to use Word of Radiance to burn him, right? I can't see them.
I would say that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. I was skirting.
I can let you know that there's I can let you know that there's 3 around us up ahead. Because I can see that, right? Those 3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can see those 3 because
Yeah.
they're not in the darkness spell itself.
Just about 15 feet ahead.
I have to be able to see him. We'll be
get there
okay.
soon enough.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith
Okay.
on Kenji.
Okay. Kenji, your armor class increases by 2.
Okay, let's go.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'll wait.
All right. Yoten,
Holy shit, I'm all jacked up.
very end of the line.
Yes, very end of the line. Question: is a 10-foot square a 2x2
Yes.
in this map? Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't know if it's worth it right now. And if I was to throw it into, so I was thinking about casting Grease, but because it's putting a 10-foot square,
Mhm.
if I put it in the darkness, I wouldn't be able to really pick where I put it, would I?
It would be. You'd be able to pick where you put it. The problem will be you don't know where anyone is. So it would be a blind. It'd be a blind greasing.
Yeah. To see if any-
Wow.
Yeah.
From Yotev's perspective. Yeah.
That's a Canadian
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Interesting. Okay. Shit.
It'll be sort of a merit system since you can see what's in there
Yeah, I can see
as
what's
to
in there.
placing it in a way that would be the most the way that Yotev would logic it out.
What you could do, Ryan, is you could pick like a 4x4 of like where it would start, and then just roll a dice, a d4.
That's true too.
If you like the general area of which you wanted it, so that it's guaranteed that it wouldn't be particularly accurate.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't think he's gonna set that yet because he's not sure. So let's play to this. Let's see. Let's get here. Set here, and I think
Just shoot a rocket launcher straight.
yeah.
Yeah. And better yet, just flamethrower attachment and
Yeah. No, I think for now he's just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
And with the flavor that he's got his shield up, so ready to basically deflect anything that comes his way. Oh, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use one of my guardian defensive fields.
Yes. All right. So you give yourself a little bit of extra
4 hit
HP there.
points. Yeah, or 10 hit points.
Aiden, it is your turn.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna move closer again. And I can't see past this at all, right?
You would not be able to see beyond it now.
Okay.
In or beyond.
Alright, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna extinguish the flame in my hand to grab my double-bladed scimitar with both hands.
Okay.
And just ready in action to attack again if anything gets close enough.
Alright. Kenji.
I'm going to take this opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So when I cast this, my good eye that I have will roll back into my head, and it'll look like it's like vibrating a little bit as I like read the stuff that I need. And all of a sudden, in addition to the shimmering that's going on with the armor for the Shield of Faith, it'll now be like fractals of like what looks like snowflakes across my body, and then just kind of like sink in.
With that, as that spell sinks in, Varnex, your arm that is attached to the shield that Kenji's hanging on starts to go a bit numb with cold. It's not hurting you at all, but it's this sort of weird sensation as if Kenji's sort of sucking all of the heat out of the area around him. But as your action,
I don't think I have a fucking bonus action, to be honest with you. I need better action economy for being 1,000% honest. Oh shit, never mind. I do. I'm gonna fucking hex this motherfucker right here.
Hex is a first level spell.
Oh!
And so is Armor of Agathis.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Then I'm...
Okay.
yeah.
Hillian Rockwell.
I'm gonna just try to swing at the thing in front of me that I sensed earlier.
Alright.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Damn. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cassandra.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, my bad.
Teleport.
Yo. Hi.
And that's everything I've got.
All right, Cassandra, it is your turn.
Um, here. I'm good here. I'm gonna bless Killian, Yota, and Aiden.
All right.
Interesting choice.
A +4 to any roll, right?
Yeah.
Saving throws and attack rolls.
And I moved from here, so I
Saving
only
throws
moved
and
10 feet, really? Alright. So I've only moved 10 feet. Really? So I can move 10 feet. Not Aiden. And then I think yeah, that's it.
All right. Now it's the long turn. Here. Here.
Jesus Christ.
Oh lord.
All right.
Holy fuck.
This is gonna be a long series of rolls.
But I cannot see them, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Can I see the one that's standing in front of me?
You cannot,
Okay.
but they can see you. So,
You
Oh,
probably
glorious.
heard it the same way Killian did.
oh yeah, you hear a lot of moving around in this orb of darkness. Yotev, since you cannot see it, but it can see you, this will be an advantage.
Oh god.
24 to hit
24 hits.
for 8 points of damage.
Ugh.
As a dagger basically shoves itself out of the darkness, finding a hole in your armor, dealing only a little bit of piercing damage, but there's an extra bit of like necrosis that starts to seep into your skin underneath the armor as it pulls away.
Oh my god.
Let's go with Varnex next.
That hits.
Holy
That hits. That hits.
All right, that is 10. I'll do the both
Oh, sweet.
non-crits first. 10 and 13 for the non-crits.
Okay.
And the crit is 17.
Holy fuck.
Okay, so let's see, that's 40, right?
Yeah, Jesus. My man just taking it like a champ.
Your Echo is gonna get attacked. I don't know how the Echo's AC works with a blinded creature. Actually, that's a great question that I should answer before I keep going.
What do you mean, like they can't see me or they can't see it?
Yeah, is your Echo immune to being to all status conditions?
It's immunity to all conditions.
So
So we can
It-
see.
wouldn't matter that it is blinded, technically.
Technically, it
That's
can't
a
be
status
blinded,
condition.
It can't be
but it doesn't.
blinded.
It doesn't see. It technically, I see, and I engage through being able to see like what's next to it and stuff.
Okay, so with that logic, I would assume that that would mean that you can't see through it either. So this should still be an advantage.
Yeah, I can't see through it.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
That doesn't matter. So with that second blow, the echo will disappear.
Okay.
I'll just move the echo to be like right next to you so that you can still see it.
What's with you and the rolls tonight, Caleb?
It's only 2, it's fine. With that,
Jay, I lost him. Hold on.
yeah, try to keep them close. With that, because y'all are, no one else is close. Actually, yeah. Aiden, a dagger's gonna go flying out of the thing in your direction for 24 to hit, dealing 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then another one, since you're the only one closest. Actually, I'm gonna need a couple of con saves from you, Varnex, to see if you keep concentration on Armor of Agathis.
I don't have Armor of Agathis.
Not Armor of Agathis, Shield of Faith.
All right.
The
I-
other one. You're right.
Higher than 10. Higher than 10.
3 con saves all have to be higher than 10.
Have to be higher than 10,
Yep.
11,
Success.
15. These are just nats. And a nat 20.
All right. That keeps. We're gonna go ahead and he's gonna roll and try to see if he can hit Kenji. Kenji, what is your armor class
19. Right
normally? And the 19 because of the
now. Yeah,
Shield of Faith?
17 plus 2 for 19.
Yeah, but
But
what about the
doesn't-
cover?
So cover will help. With a 23, I believe. What is cover?
Didn't you do the?
Partials plus 2, full was plus 5, I think.
Didn't you do the? Dad did the shield on you, and then you did the armor.
Armor.
Armor
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 doesn't
gives
do
him more HP, does not give him higher
Oh.
AC.
Okay, sorry.
Half cover is a +2. 3/4 cover is a +5. See, I need to. If Michael gets rolled, I need to go with like a technical D&D rules question, not something on his character sheet. And then total cover is untargetable.
Technically, it would be third, I think, because just his face is showing, right? With the way that we described how he's hooked onto the shield earlier, when the shield is being made. It's the only thing that can be seen as his face is peeking out when we were describing how he laid earlier. Right?
This is true.
What's
But
he doing?
this
Or
is
who's
the
doing this?
precedent that's going to be set. So,
Right. I'm just
There-
saying, I that would be my assumption.
What's happening is a dagger's being thrown out of the darkness towards you, Kenji.
That's not considered a melee attack, is it?
It is not considered a melee attack.
Fuck.
It is a ranged, thrown weapon.
Seems God has informed them to not make melee attacks.
Well, the 3 that were there went for the big target. The one there used his 30 feet of movement. It is not a metagamey thing. It's the fact that if he goes any further, he won't be able to attack this round.
I was just.
No, I know. I'm making sure the logic is sound.
Yeah.
With that, the 23 will just miss. Which is ridiculous, but whatever.
so what
with
did you
that-
determine for the cover on him, just so we know? going forward?
For this, it would be 3/4 or 3/5 cover.
3/4.
3/4 cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to balance it more, you could also say he's restrained, so all attacks would have advantage. But
Wow.
Interesting. I'm not against it, but we'll see.
He already
Jesus
rolled with
Christ.
advantage. And got a
Whose
20.
team are you on?
And you
Varn,
can't get double advantage.
I can get whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I
Basically.
feel like
it's called
Varnex, it is your turn. Yeah,
Wow.
everyone has elven accuracy.
Varnex is not stupid. Varnex is
I hope
going
not.
to cast Heal Wounds on himself at 2nd level and get 15 back.
Great start.
And I will take a blind swing in front of me, and that's at disadvantage, correct?
Cure wounds is action,
Oh,
so you would not be able to do that and attack.
and I'm gonna tell Kenji. Kenji, that hurt. You better fuck some shit up. And I'll end my turn.
Explosion jumps into the circle and fucking 30-foot by 30-foot explosion.
Yeah, Kenji reaches into his eye socket and pulls out the grenade pin that's in there, and then jumps into the middle. That was supposed to be saved for the end of the campaign, but well, looks like it's gonna be used now.
Some things have to be used early.
Chill the fuck
Murdered.
Yote, it is your turn.
Cool. So from Yotev's perspective, he got attacked right from the darkness, and from there, his immediate reaction is ah, and then because he doesn't know what's in there, but he can see that Killian is not there.
Hold on, you were dodging, so it should have been a neutral attack.
But I couldn't see them. They could see me.
They had advantage, but you were imposing disadvantage, so it should have been a straight roll.
According to the rules on D&D Wiki, until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
Okay, never mind. Good point.
So.
Yep, you're right.
As much as I would love
He
to
looks
give
over
that,
here trying to help you out.
I was right.
I know.
Nope,
I understand.
I knew this.
But I'm about to do something that's gonna make him either proud or upset.
I love this.
So Yotev, from his perspective, he just got attacked from the cloud, so he's going to attack into the cloud. He can see that Killian is not in there anymore.
That is true.
And he assumes that Varnex is not stupid enough to run inside it.
That's a bold assumption, but sure.
It's a bold assumption, but it's a gamble that he's willing to lose.
Okay.
Seen them around.
He's willing to lose.
So he's gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Love it.
In a 30-foot straight line in front of him. So right, I'm assuming it's this way.
Holy fuck.
And they must make the saving throw.
Which I assume is Dex?
It is a dexterity saving throw, yes. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself or another creature. A creature covered in the acid takes 2d4 damage at the start of each of its turns.
I'm gonna start from left to right. I'm gonna go in that order.
Left to right?
So the one right in front of you will succeed.
Okay.
The next one fails miserably.
That's a
The next one fails.
Win.
And the last one fails. So
Let's go!
somehow the guy that is at point blank range fully matrix dodges backwards. The other three
He overshoots it a little bit.
Yeah. You help by assuming these things are taller than they are.
Yeah.
You're used to firing up at people taller than you. These guys are about your height. So, like, you actually go over. The other three are washed in this. So they don't take damage now. They take it at the start of their turn.
Yes, they take 2d4 at the start of their turns. So
I need
once
to
that's
mark
their turn,
them.
they will be going.
How do I mark someone as covered in acid? Oh,
Just
type
there you go.
Just write fucked over it.
That could actually no. I like
a little poison type token from Pokemon over them, and then
I like the like radiation symbol instead.
Someone's been playing too much Fallout.
That's all I've been doing for the past week. How can you tell? You launch this forward, and the one in front is able to get out of the way just in time. The other three behind him were focusing on throwing a dagger at Aiden, throwing a dagger down at Kenji, and the other one's just sort of looking at where the echo has disappeared, a bit confused, and they all get washed in this acid, and are just sort of, you can hear from inside muffled screaming as they're frantically trying to get this stuff off of them as they're burning. That is your action.
Yes, that got somebody. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to do nimble escape and take the disengage action.
Love that.
And then from there, I'm going to position myself right here.
Great. Fantastic. Back at the top with the Elder, who is now inside this this bubble. Unfortunate. He's going to... Interesting.
I have a question. I have D&D question.
The only... He's gonna make his way over here, stepping out of the darkness and try to strike. Once at Varnax, once at Kinji. Because I think it is...
Oh, he's out?
Yeah, he steps out. So he's not gonna have advantage on these, but he's going to try to hit.
Oh, he didn't have advantage when he tried to hit me, did he?
Who?
The person.
They threw a
The
dagger.
one that threw a dagger?
Yes.
Did.
I can see
Why?
in both magical and non-magical darkness with Devil's Sight, by the way.
Okay.
Just going forward, so nothing.
So they
should be
will
added.
not have advantage for being in darkness anymore.
Cool.
This one, first attack will be on Varnex, which misses. Second attack will be on Kenji, which will miss. So he's gonna step out and go for these two swings. Not going to be able to land either of them, but will then use the rest of his movement to jump back in. The two of you may make attacks of opportunity if you would like.
I would like.
26 to hit.
46 hits.
Stupid punch.
18.
18 will hit.
Okay.
So appropriately, because I hit him, my damage is 0 because I do not move.
Huh?
So I technically hit him, but I don't move because I have a -2 to my strength.
Oh, true.
So it's actually very appropriate for the doll. Yeah, it's actually very appropriate for the doll.
You just didn't roll high enough on your damage.
No, I don't do damage. I unarmed strike him, which is always 1. I don't have anything that I can reach with.
You don't have a single melee weapon?
No, not yet. Yeah.
What's my damage
Will
for?
attach blade to his arm.
Yeah, it's like I just shiver a little bit.
For
Basically.
a one arm?
Yeah, the one hand option. 1d8. All right.
Plus your strength.
That'd be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
And then what stat am I using for my proficiency bonus for spells? Is it charisma?
Charisma.
Okay. So if I'm reading my sheet right, that would be a +4, correct?
That is...
Because I've got a +6 on the right hand side, but that's for the saving throw.
What's that? 2G. Doesn't matter.
Is that correct?
I have to move Kenji off of you to get to you.
Bless.
Why can I not move Kenji?
Do you need me to move?
Yeah, it's a +4.
Okay.
Alright. That is his turn. Aiden, it's your turn.
Before I decide what I'm doing, does this work on myself?
Bonus action, you could try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see. Interesting.
Look at your
I would say probably not, because it does specify that you move something toward or away from you.
Okay.
It's like pushing you towards yourself is kind of just like crushing you. Or
Pushing
trying to
away from
rip
yourself
yourself
is
apart.
nuts.
Huh?
It's doing the
But
Doctor
away from
Strange.
myself is any direction from me. me.
Well, away from yourself would be more like trying to rip your limbs off of your torso, but yes.
Sure. Okay.
Which is an option, I guess.
I guess.
If you're lizard folk, I would say that's okay, because then you regrow.
I don't think that my lizard folk work.
I think
If it does work, I would let it work for only the tail.
I'm gonna run
Perfect.
down to
Oh, I need it.
where Yotep was. I'm going to use Burning Hands, which is a 15 foot down, and I'm just going straight out, and I don't like the way this template is placing.
They walk down the sides.
That's not right. I think it should hit like the two in front of me and then the top and
Yep.
bottom one.
It should. So if you're
No,
gonna get,
just the top
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna get rid of some of these templates on here because the acid and the burning hands won't matter after this. So that is dex save. DC is 14. So that is a dexterity saving throw. Fail. That succeeds. And that fails. So the one in front was able to dodge the acid, stands back up and gets torched. The one behind him is coated in acid, but was able to move out of the way or basically hide behind the other one to avoid the fire. The one up north, untouched by the acid and not even needing to worry about it, gets caught in some of that flame as well. So go ahead and roll your 3d6.
That is 10 points of fire damage.
All right.
Jesus.
10. This one only takes 5. And this one takes the full 10. Got it.
And then I'm going to try to like step away still from the darkness because I don't like that.
He's gonna attempt to stab you. You know, as they do. Ow! For
He
13.
didn't attempt. He stuck him.
Stuck him good.
Busting out the shiv, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand how. I don't understand how our daggers, like you do 4 and you'll get 2 damage. Like, damn it. These are OP daggers. This is some
Yeah.
bullshit.
It's
They-
plus 2d6 of necrotic.
The
I saw that.
these guys, by the nature of their being, are more fucked up. I don't know.
Caleb's just mean.
I didn't make this.
And then
You set this up.
I did set it up.
I guess I'll say let Varnex get away from the darkness, and I'll use telekinetic on him. He can willingly fail it, or he can resist if he doesn't want to get moved.
I do not want to get moved, so I'm gonna resist.
I guess if you like said that, then I guess I probably wouldn't do it. I guess that's up to Caleb.
No, that works. If you want to, like, go to do it, you see that he sort of buckles down if you want to stop before you actually do the shove. That's
Yeah,
fine.
sure. I'll do that then.
Alright. So we go on to Kenji. It is your turn.
So he can see, right?
Kenji can see.
I can see everything. So then I will.
Kenji can see this whole mess here. If Kenji were a couple levels higher and had access to, I don't know, say a fireball. Oh,
Dude,
beautiful,
yeah, just-
perfect.
Yeah, I wonder why they're all congregating without fear.
Because I don't know that that's something that big.
Fuck y'all, you don't have fireball. Easy.
Not yet.
Yeah.
If we combine grease and burning hands, can we make the equivalent of
Oh, sweet
fireball?
Jesus.
No.
you can't do a.
So I
Can't
will
throw
lay
the
out.
grease and light it, and it's napalm.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
This is. Good morning, Vietnam.
Jesus Christ.
I was going to the apocalypse now. I love
Oh.
the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah.
It smells
Oh,
like victory.
Jesus
You,
Christ.
yeah, I mean,
So from the so from where we're at, and I will relay the 3 in the front, and then I can see that there's a different looking one to the left or to the right. This is all to Varnex, and his position because we're kind of the same. And then there's 2 on either side, and then 1 further back. And then I'm going to cast.
Oh, I can use a leveled spell, but then I can't use anything else. Fuck.
Oh wait, yes I can. Wait.
You can do a leveled spell cantrip.
I can. So I'm gonna hex that fucking weird looking one. This one.
All right.
Consume it. And then I give. Do I give him a disadvantage? Oh, 1 ability.
Yeah.
All of these
So
have
you
been
want to
dex.
say like,
All these have been
Wait.
dex, right? That they've been saving on.
so those are saving throws, not ability checks. So it'd be like if he tried to roll stealth, then he would have disadvantage. Versus like a saving throw, which is what they're rolling to avoid getting burned or by chemical burns and actual fire burns.
Fuck. 1 second.
Otherwise, that spell would be OP.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So we need Bane. We need a Bane combo with it. Yeah, I guess stealth. Sure.
Okay, so dex save, dex checks.
Yeah, dex checks. I feel like is the way to go, and then I will, because he is more than 5 feet away, Eldritch Blast him.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay. Okay, it's a 9, and then I need a 6. Fuck you. 1, so that's 10, 15 points of damage to it. That's
15
with the
total.
necrotic. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna see what Kenji's doing, and I've seen the Eldritch Blast go in that direction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him, Kenji, is that the one that came out and stabbed at us?
It is.
Okay. Keep an eye on him.
How long does it last for my first, like, this being a spell?
Which
Oh,
one?
1 hour. I can
Yeah.
for an hour. I don't think he's gonna live that long.
That is the hope. All right. That's your bonus action, and you are a puppet. So, on to
I'm-
Killian.
Would I have been able to tell where the attacks originated from against Varnex?
You definitely saw that all around in front of him, different, not like hands with are reaching out with knives, trying to stab at, and successfully doing so, like stabbing at.
goddamn pin cushion.
Yeah, they're like stabbing at his legs and getting in under the side of his breastplate and like these weird little slits in his armor. So you definitely tell that they're in that front row in front of him. But again, for logic's sake, it would still be a disadvantage since they're.
But I know that there's somebody here, right?
You
Or that
you could
something has been trying to
Yeah.
attack them there.
a hand came out from that side and stabbed him like behind the knee.
Okay.
Like
I'm gonna
wrapped around the
manifest the
stab.
echo right here.
Okay.
He's gonna go in behind where I
Okay.
think that there is a target based off of that. And I'm going to try to attack from its position at the creature.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. This will be disadvantage.
That's a 9 plus 4 is 13. Plus-
Plus.
Oh, so that's 13. Bless is 1d4, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so I got a total of 13.
A total of 13?
Yes.
That is not enough. Just barely not enough.
Alright, I'm gonna go a little crazy here. Accent surge to do it again.
Okay. And are you manifesting Echo with this as well?
What do you mean?
Are you
Unleashing.
using
I am not unleashing.
unleash? Okay.
Could I unleash after the first attack and unleash and then get the second attack, or would I have to unleash before doing both attacks?
What do you mean?
So, like right now I'm on action surge,
Mhm.
so I got my next melee attack. Unleash Incarnation says when I make the attack action, I can use it to make 2 attacks.
Yep.
Would I have to go ahead and use it before making the first attack in order to get the second attack, or can I like hit and say, okay, now I'm unleashing and getting the second attack?
I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Alright, so for this hit, I got a 5 plus 7, 12 plus 3 is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, that's 2d6 plus 5. Let's check that to be safe.
Yo, I'm just happy we're hitting things.
Hell yeah.
This
So that's
darkness
7
spell.
plus 5 is 12 damage to that creature.
Very good. All right.
Now pick this out. Crush your feet. I'm gonna move him 5 feet towards my actual body.
Fuck yeah. Love that. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
That's really good. That's really good. I love that.
Goodbye.
Unleash Incarnation to get that next attack.
Putting in the work.
Let's go.
That is that straight
Oh,
roll
you
now?
can move back in.
It would be.
Yeah, but now he has to take opportunities.
That's definitely a hit. That's 15 plus 7 plus 8, so 23 to hit.
Hits.
Holy crap.
Can you still move your echo? Is this still
8
movement?
plus 5, 13 damage to it.
Holy crap.
All right. This guy is super dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Uh,
Never mind.
So basically, the echo goes in, smacks it, and it goes flying out. And as it does, you just bring the hammer down and whack-a-mole it. As you
Whack-a-mole.
hit it, and it hits into the ground, you watch as it erupts in a bright light.
I forgot about that shit.
Yup. So
God
Fuck
damn
me,
it.
dude.
No.
So, Yotev, you are just out of this, but I need Killian, I need Persai, and I need Varnex to all make a Constitution saving throw.
Persai automatically fails.
Natural 19.
Why do you
Only
want
because
to-
my name's not Persai.
I got an 18.
It's true. Versailles automatic.
18. What was your roll? Step.
Natural 19.
All right.
I got a
So,
natural 19 too.
Okay. Kenji succeeds. Persai is dead.
It's super.
Very good.
Super fast.
But a good reminder of what these guys do when you kill them.
So I did attack, bonus action. I moved my echo, but I didn't move myself yet.
Correct.
I'm gonna move here. And move the echo. Nope, it'll put him out. I'm gonna leave the echo right there.
All right. Kasan.
Okay. I have lots of questions.
Okay. Hit me with them.
So this is a 10-foot cube or sphere
Uh,
of darkness.
I think.
That's what you said.
Oh, it's a sphere of darkness. Yeah.
I think it's 15.
Okay.
It's supposed to be
I think it's
15, but I think it's
Whoa,
it's
yeah.
15.
Okay. So if I put magnify gravity just in front of, like, just inside of the circle, but in front of Kenji and Varnex.
Right.
I can't see the echo, so I don't know it's gonna hit the echo. But I could position this in a way that I would know it's not gonna hit them and just be in front of them. Do you see what
question
I'm
is-
trying to say?
The question
Can
is,
you
can you
see
see
where-
us?
Yeah.
I can.
Just
Yeah. If
Around.
if I click on
The
My
only way that
character.
that is the case is because the purple circle does not block line of sight.
oh,
If it did block, look, I'm saying you're right, Fragan. Is like if that purple circle, if I made it to where it would block line of sight, you would not be able to see them.
right. That's what
so I
was
have
just-
to move first to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, to see where they are.
I like this magnifying gravity. It's not that I don't want you to do it, But
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I'm saying if it's a sphere, you can't see through it,
I think-
so you can't see us. It's like a wall.
it's a tricky
So
bitch.
can I? At what point can I see them?
There
I would say you really see Killian.
you can see
there,
Killian.
me.
you could easily see Killian there, but
Yeah.
the other two would be a no.
So I'd have to be here.
Even there, you can't. It's less of a direct down. It's more of a down and out. So if you went instead to like right here behind Aiden, you'd be able to see them.
Okay.
I
That
wasn't sure if that was a
wide berm.
wall or not.
It's
Yeah.
a tree.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Like under the tree. So
Yeah.
bad.
I need
Flies into tree.
Fuck.
Tree is just an obstacle in your mind. Don't let it hinder you.
You walk on branches.
I'll
Yeah,
cast
I'm burning
it
your
as
mind.
Hiding in the
second
branches
level,
up there. You know, she's little.
And then I want to place it, I believe, here, because my thought process is I'm going from Kinji from Kinji and Varnex. That's where
Sure.
I'm basing this, not because I want to be able to hit the most of them. Of just I have heard them get hit. Didn't know I couldn't see them before, so I was basing it off of being able to see them. So my apologies, but I should be able to tell that they've been hit. And I watched Yotev get hit for sure.
Yeah.
Stabbed,
sure.
stabbed.
Mhm.
So I
And
know
then I
that
ran
that's
past.
what's happening inside of this magical darkness, right?
Sure.
Okay, so then I want to place this here, and it should hit those people.
Yep. So I believe your echo still needs to make a. Does it? Do they take damage even if they save?
Yes.
Failed to. A creature takes 2d8 force damage, and its speed is halved. It's half as much, yeah. So they take the damage
Okay.
no matter what.
So the echo will still go, either way.
I'm sorry about that. So sorry. But
Alright, bring
I
it back.
wouldn't know that it's there.
those are
And I don't know who all I'm
Constitution
hitting.
saving throws.
Because I'm just throwing a blast of.
So you're doing top down, left
Yotev
to
did
right.
the same thing, so.
This is top
Right,
middle.
I'm basing this off of where my
Fail.
people have been hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Top
He
left
did his job
dude
for the round.
succeeds.
Jesus.
Ooh, really
Top
well,
right
too.
dude fails.
Yo, get all those natural 20s out
Bottom
of the way.
middle fails, and then
Fails.
bottom right succeeds. So this guy and this guy succeed, but the other three fail. Go ahead and roll
those
damage.
two on the left, man, they are crushing it
almost
right
rolled
now.
They're doing whatever they can, man. This is a life and death situation.
they are
Well, yes, it
crushing
is.
Everybody else is fucking like putzing around, and those two.
Yo,
It's
they're fixing for
I almost-
promotions.
I almost rolled
Yeah,
a
they
max.
really
I rolled a 7 and an 8.
So
Caleb,
A
you
9 to
nominated.
5 is... Wait, it's 3d8? Because I
Oh,
cast it at second, right? I'm sorry, I have to roll another d8. I lied to you. Add another 4. So I rolled 15 plus 4 is 9. Sorry.
I still got two of them with this. I'm okay.
I didn't realize it increased the damage. That makes sense.
all right. Got it. That's your action.
And my movement. So that's it. And
Alright.
that's not, is it concentration to do that?
Magnify gravity? I don't think so.
It's just a spell, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Most
there's no
likely.
concentration on magnify.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
All right, Ryan, I need you to go ahead and roll damage for your spell.
Yes, 2d4s, 6 damage,
oh, let's go.
All right, 6.
and let me get back up there again because it brought me all the way back down, wherever it was. There we go. Damage again for 5.
All right, they're both gonna use their entire turn to wipe that off. So they both lost their turn effectively doing that.
Stick.
This guy is gonna throw a dagger. at Aiden. So ranged attack. For another 13, as just another dagger goes flying out of the darkness, hits you sort of in the shoulder. With that, okay. With that, Aiden sort of crumples to the ground. With that dagger sticking out, you can see where like black veins are growing across the top part of his shoulder.
Holy shit.
It's starting to like peek up underneath the armor and onto the neck. The two below. All right. Take down the Dragonborn next. First hit.
God damn you, Caleb.
Who's this from?
Play with me.
This is from this guy.
I'll Sentinel after that.
Okay. So he hits you for 9 damage. You go ahead and take a retaliation attack. Disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20 on one of them. Let's
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Roll another nat 20.
No, I already rolled a 6, but 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 7 is 16.
16 hits.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. That's a 1, so I'm going to reroll that. To a 2, so 5 plus 5 is 10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
There's another flash from inside this sphere of darkness. But because of the way that kind of works, I think the darkness will eat the flash and not make you guys have the disadvantage. Next dude attempts
Makes
to
sense.
stab the Dragonborn for an 18 to hit. What's your armor class?
18.
All right, 18 hits.
God damn it.
Motherfucker. I'm down.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, that's almost max
What
damage.
the fuck?
Second one goes in and stabs, and Varnax falls. You can feel the AC boost drops. However, Kenji, this whole time, one by one, little wisps have been coming out of this darkness and sort of following into the onto the back of the shield as you sort of breathe in and can feel some of that energy as each one of these drops. And while it's unfortunate, there is always the opportunity of 2 more to be joining them if Aiden and Varnax just happen to not get back up. With
I
that,
could keep them with me. Yeah, so the whole
That
time,
is-
basically my mouth, whenever somebody drops, because I can see them all, somebody, like, so before you fell to the ground, all you would hear is, and then in, like, through my mouth would, like, it would creep open a little bit, and then into my eye socket is where they would start, like, snaking into. Just to add to that.
last bit of their movement, this one's gonna move forward. Just move there. Varnax, I need you to roll a death save and whispering to me, please.
We have, like, we have people around that can get us up, right?
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah,
just
you
went
do.
down.
You've got other people that can heal.
Really?
So on the death
One of
saves, what do I add?
You add nothing. It's a straight D20 roll.
And again, the whisper is what? Whisper.
Slash W, I think.
Yep, and then my name, and then
DM.
okay. Then we go to Yotev.
Yotev is going to see Varnax drop and see Kenji's mouth open and go, "Oh hell no!" and start like, and not today. And he's gonna run up a step to right behind Varnax, and grab like he's got like some sort of like health potion style thing. It's like a syringe. He just like injects it into his neck to cast cure wounds.
All right.
Can I use my bless to also add the 1d4 to that?
No,
on the
it is
heal?
only for attack rolls and saving throws for bless.
Okay, cool. Damn, tried. For 9.
So you watch as Yotev sort of gets down on his knees. He Kenji's right next to him. He sort of keeps a little bit of a distance between the two, pulls out this syringe and jabs it, and you can see as this this sort of small vial of liquid on the side of the armor slowly drains as it goes through the tubing and into your body. And as it does, you can sort of breathe up and feel that sort of the eyes flicker back open, and Yotev is behind you, pulling that syringe out of your neck as you wake back up.
That's super dope. Actually,
and
the description.
yeah, and as for a free action, Yotev is gonna look to Kenji and say, "Do you want to get out of here to complete your mission? You'll need us all alive." And then he's
I wasn't gonna hurt him. Only if
step
he didn't
over
make it.
here and
Waste not, want not, right?
Yeah, you gotta use it all.
oh man, do I want to use another defensive field right now? I don't. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be it for the turn.
All right. Interesting series of events. We're gonna say. He's gonna step out right next to you, Yotev.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out the two scimitars and tries to strike down towards you.
Okay.
Can I see them?
From this angle, no.
I didn't see him, but you'd see me.
No. Okay. I'm just trying to track what I can. Sorry.
All right. The first hit.
Oh, that just meets my armor class. The first hit. The second hit does not.
Jesus.
So the first hit hits for 10 points of damage, and the second one he tries to follow through, but you're able to get an armored hand up to block it just in time. And as he does, he takes a step back in. And you can take an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I would very much so. We're gonna go
Could
with
be any melee attack that you've got.
Yes, I'm going to use my Thunder Gauntlets.
Yo.
Remember which one it is. There it is. And is that at normal, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is on an attack. I can use a bless on
Yes.
attack
On the
rolls?
D20 roll. Yeah.
On the D20. Cool.
Yeah.
I'd also like to add the 1d4 to this. If it matters.
Okay.
So you still rolled a 4. Wow.
Yeah.
My man
And the
just
GM
saved your fucking
the GM's
life.
just rolling 20s left and right.
Yes, seriously.
I look at twice. Fine.
/ R space 1d4, right?
Yeah.
2. 12 hit.
A 12 will miss.
Jesus.
Fuck. Well, that's my bless.
You keep bless going. You can use it on every
Okay.
single attack.
Oh, okay. I thought it was used.
That's why
one
Bless
from
and
the-
Bane are so good.
You could use
Yeah.
that inspiration right about now.
I'm trying to save it for the next big thing because I know Caleb's setting up encounters. There's one
Oh,
right
me?
after this.
I would never.
Yeah, use our sources up now, and then we have to. find
Aiden,
something
it's your
harder.
turn. Fantastic. Kenji, it's your turn.
Yotev, I wouldn't have had him join me unless he wasn't going to make it after this.
And then my head will cock to the side, and I will another like eye with like wriggling tentacles will come out of my eye socket and strike the dude for 17.
17 hits.
That's in. Oh, okay. 9, 14, 20. 20 points of damage to the element.
20 points of damage. Goddamn. You
Yeah.
blast forward. You see he takes a massive blow from that and stumbles backwards, and looks pretty hurt after that. You sort of singed a large portion of his torso with it. Is that your full turn?
That's all I got, man.
All right, Killian Rockwell.
I just fucking dangle from a hook at this point. Like,
Was that the big guy?
Yeah, that was the big guy.
just
Information?
Oh, true.
wait, what happened?
Ooh, that's still a DC 10, but it's fine.
He's the one who casts darkness.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
saved on the last two, but that's a fail.
Yeah, good job, honey bun.
So with that, the darkness does drop. You see that he is, he personally is injured. Actually, since he lost his concentration, he's gonna use the rest of his movement. Actually, no, he can't because it's not his turn. I thought it was a reaction. So he got hit, and as he does, he sort of stumbles backwards. The darkness drops. The 4 remaining and the 1 elder all sort of look a bit nervous between each other. And you see there's like a sudden shift in their mentality in this battle. Killian, it is your turn.
You can do some work.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Mash.
okay.
Go, Killian.
Echo's gonna spawn in right there.
All right.
And I'm gonna use it anyway, so I'm just gonna spend it now and chat. Echo's gonna hit this one straight beneath it.
All right,
That's
roll
a
hit.
straight roll, right?
That is correct.
15 plus 7, 22, 24 to hit.
Hits.
That is a 9 plus 5, 14 damage.
Holy shit.
14 damage. Oh. All right, he is it's a maul, right?
It's a maul just going straight down on his head.
You crush down and you miss the head, but you crack the shoulder. You can see the shoulder is out of socket, and probably the shoulder bone is broken as well. But he's still up.
Alright, and then as I pull the maul back up, I'm gonna shove him forward that 5 feet, so he's coming down here.
All right.
They don't have to make like a save or anything. That just happens whenever you hit them.
Yep.
Jesus Christ,
And now I'm
just
gonna
bullying
get
people
advantage
around.
and finish it off.
Double advantage.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
So that's 4 plus 10 plus 5, so 19.
To hit, or no, that's 19 damage.
With the
rather.
crit, because it's 2d6 times
Holy
2,
shit.
right?
Yeah. So it's really hard to decapitate someone with a blunt object.
But you did it.
But you.
However, so the echo slams on the shoulder, and you hear a crunch as that arm is now fucked beyond belief. And as it's like crying out in pain, stumbled forward from the blow, Killian maneuvers around and just baseball swings, and the head goes into the middle distance. With that, I need Killian, I need Varnex, and I need new character whose name I totally remember off the top of my head, Kinji, to roll Constitution saves.
I got a natural 1.
All right, as you slam, you are point blank for this sort of blinding light that comes sort of from the neck where the tear begins and blinds everyone in the area, or attempts to blind everyone in the area. Killian is blind, Varnex is fine. Would you roll, Dragon?
I got 14 plus 5.
You are good. So with that, you're sort of blinking a bit there, Killian, after that, but it's slowly coming. It's just going to be blind until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so advantage, disadvantage, and then fail ability checks.
Correct. All right. End of your turn. We go
Bonus
to
action movement. Good.
Right, we'll go to Cassandra.
like. I can't twin spell Moonbeam, right?
No, it has to be a spell that only targets a single creature.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
The moon hits twice.
2 rays.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Moonbeam.
It's like the, Resident Evil.
These guys.
I mean, to be fair, isn't there more than one moon on Exandria?
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
there is.
Listen, I think the moon
Wow.
hits more than just a 10 by 10 square with its light. So, you know.
So I do that.
On the Darkling's turn, he needs to make a con save. It's a 4.
So he takes 16 points of damage.
All right. He blows up. I need the 2 people who aren't blind to roll again.
Sorry.
Fucking fuck.
Sorry.
For a
11
total of
plus
6.
5 for 16.
Varnex is now also blinded.
That's a 10-foot radius, right?
It's a 5-foot radius.
DM, quick question.
Okay.
Yep.
Is a
Quick
1
answer.
on my blind save, is that an automatic failure?
No. I don't think so.
Does Bless work for saving throws?
It should.
Okay, because I am at a 7 on that save. If I roll a 3, it means it beats it, right?
Yeah. 3
Can
or
I
4.
retcon that blind?
Sure.
No,
Go for it.
you can't.
What?
Gotcha.
She's
Gotcha.
not,
I'm not concentrating on Bless anymore.
but the
Mm.
previous
Oh.
one.
It was
It would've
still
been when
before
you
the
had it.
thing.
Okay,
I would have had a
okay.
9. So.
So we're all
Sorry.
not blessed anymore.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure.
You're good.
But
Just wanted a
Bliss
chance to
works
not
on
be
my
blind.
dex saves.
The pixie cleric of our group is really
Does it?
chaotic on her concentration
yeah.
spells.
Yeah.
Is it still that save is still a saving throw, so it would.
Did it help you?
Oh,
I
so
didn't use it.
Darklings. The 2 that remain, they're going to attempt to help. Are they? They're not. They're gonna run. Killian, through your echo, you get an attack of opportunity on one of them. I believe you're still blinded, so this would be disadvantage.
Okay, so. I rolled a natural 5 plus 7 is 12 plus. Oh, no, Bless, so 12.
12 will miss.
Sorry.
But these
All good.
2 are going to. Run. You got moved for some reason. And dash. As they basically just take off, leaving their leader to die. Varnex, you are in the process of standing up when you are blinded by a flashbang, effectively. You're blinded and your speed is halved because of having to stand up as part of your getting up from being knocked unconscious. What would you like to do?
Well, I really wasn't going to get up, so I didn't have to waste, but if it's
Okay.
only half my movement, that's fine. All right. Kenji, I need your help. Tell me when my face is facing this fucking guy. And I'm going to slowly move my head until he says stop when I'm facing him.
Okay.
Okay?
Easily done. You're getting that direction.
And I'm
if
going
he
to
walks
breath
in-
weapon this motherfucker
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
All right.
so that he takes some acid damage if he fails his stupid fucking con save. Which
Alright.
would be a 16.
Let's see. 5 feet wide. Each creature that is makes a dex saving throw or a d10. Successful save takes half much damage. Okay. Saving throw normal. That is a 5.
He took 10
Nice.
points of fucking damage.
You
Smack, baby.
breathe in, and you can feel this sort of churning in your chest. And as you breathe out, very similar to the apparatus that is on Yotev, except it is ejected from your throat. And Kinji, you're sort of over. His mouth is basically over your shoulder, based off of how this is positioned. Vardex drops you down, so you're kind of like hanging sideways.
I would have moved to make sure he was out of the way, but
You're hanging sideways loosely, but you like crane the neck over, and you watch as the acid pours out through this moonbeam and just sort of rinses this dude in acid as he explodes in a burst of light.
You need the thumbs.
I need looks like only Killian to make a Constitution saving throw.
but he's already blind.
He is, but this guy has an extra effect on a failed save.
Oh,
The
no.
creature is blinded and takes radiant damage.
Oh my god.
15.
15,
Oh, sorry. 17.
17. You're good. So he explodes in a burst of light, and partially because you're already blinded, which is great. If you don't get that extra bit of damage. Eventually, both of your eyesight's return. Luckily, that acid is sort of just I don't need to see. I just need to point and shoot. So this guy explodes. The other two are currently running. Is there anyone wanting to chase these guys down?
No.
Or are we free to move out of combat?
I'm fine.
I think we're good.
I'm pissed.
I'm not gonna chase because I can't see.
I would like to start trying to revive.
Yeah, before that happens,
Yeah.
Aiden, I'm gonna need you to roll another save.
I'll go over.
Vardex, go lay hands on him. Go touch him.
And I'm gonna do this
Go touch
first.
him.
That first is my cantrip, and then cure wounds. Upcast the second level on him for 16.
So Aiden, that your big heavy breath as you breathe back in, you are awake. We're gonna go ahead and close out initiative here as the other two basically fuck off.
Have you have second level spells?
I need to take a quick break here.
Yes, this is actually a great spot to do that. So we'll go ahead and do that break a little early.
Yeah.
Seeing as we are, 23 minutes before where we normally do that. What time do we want to be back?
Well, I need to do my sugar and all that stuff, so I'm gonna be at least 10 minutes. So
Like 10 till?
Please, so
That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah,
10:50. Yeah.
13 minutes.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I'm meeting us
Chance,
now.
13
Be
minutes.
back.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, figure.
Yeah, your D&D Beyond is correct, which is the part that is weird to me.
Shit, I would have used Cure Wounds at second level myself as a partial caster if I had access to second level spell slots. Varnax would have more HP right now.
If I had second level spells, I would have cast Spike Breath into the darkness.
Jesus Christ.
My bad. It allowed me, so.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Stupid thing.
It's all good.
We're
So
not
BTT
like
is
taking the
missing?
health away that you've already did down, just to be clear.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's weird.
No rollbacksies.
I had to take my medicine too. Sorry. I was supposed to do all that stuff before I ate, but we were in combat.
All right.
I don't think I'm gonna sit here while we're on stream, jabbing my finger and doing a glucose reading.
We're still gorgeous, gorgeous girls, okay?
Yeah. Gorgeous.
With that,
Gorgeous.
the combat ends as all of the Darklings have been blown up into columns of light and/or have fled. With that, you all sort of take a beat to go over, heal people that are down, get them back up. Take some time to assess your own wounds and such. What is it you'd like to do?
I want to search
Did they-
these motherfuckers.
Did they leave traces of anything on the ground when they exploded?
They themselves are completely gone. Like their physical persons are gone.
Yeah.
However, the items that were on them have fallen to the floor.
Yeah, we looting.
Yeah. So, since you've killed 6 of the regular Darklings, there are 6 daggers that are littered around the place. The Elder has 2 scimitars. Before we go any further, as the Elder exploded in the column of light, you had watched the same thing happen where Kinji's mouth slightly open was drawing in that breath. And as you went over to go and help with Aiden, Varnax, I need you to make a perception check.
Shit. Where the hell do I see that? Perception. Why do I not? That would be a 14.
14. It's less that you see something, more that you feel it. You feel something against like your ribs, and as you look down, you notice that one of Kenji's legs is twitching.
Okay.
Kenji, you and I are gonna have to have a talk about what you do when shit dies around you. You're gonna have to share a little bit because my sword is thirsty as well.
I don't think I can stop it.
And if anybody was like super perceptive, what they would see is like the little things that came out and that were like checking out the back of like behind fucking Varnax's ear the one time. They would start to like slither down the leg. Also, Varnax will probably hear like a cracking sound as the leg bends upwards. So like where the kneecap would be, just to like give it like movement and like make sure that it's good to go. And then the tentacles snake down the leg and are gonna start to kind of like solidify, and will start looking like sinew along the leg and like muscle a little bit.
I think
On
I
the
see
outside
where
of the
this is
wood.
going.
It kind of just happens.
That's fine. But don't get mad when my sword sucks a soul.
That's fine. I'll race you to it.
Bet.
And then
Can you let me down?
I'll unhook him from the shield.
And I
Don't
will
fall
kinda-
over.
So I'll land on my feet, and they're kind of like you can't really see it back here, but they're kind of like just like separate. And then I'll try and help like by walking out, and I'll like stumble like that when I walk. Now, and the feet they barely leave the ground, so they kind of just like stumble forward.
Yotev like pops up and like looks over at Cassandra when this is happening. Just like kind of just like in a look of like, is this what you saw?
And I'm gonna use message, and I can do it with subtle spells, so nobody can hear me.
Oh
or
damn, I
see me
forget that
doing it.
I have things too.
But I can do message separately, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it with subtle spell, and be like, yes, I don't like this.
I just need a clarification. So one leg is still a puppet leg, and the other one is looking more sinewy and solid, right? Am I getting the description right?
the first leg doesn't look like solid yet. It's
Right.
like- I
But
have the ability to walk. It's kind of like haltingly,
But he's
but it's
limp.
not. It's not complete
but-
yet.
okay, but if it was the right leg, and the left leg's still doll leg, you'd just fall over on it.
No.
Like,
It's
like
not.
a-
It's not dawdling. It's just like I've not really walked a lot in this body, right? So it's kind of like
Yeah.
the legs drag, like they
Walking
both
like
can move
Dr.
forward.
House.
Yeah, so like I
just-
can like move forward like this, and like there's scraping sounds when I walk, and my
Huh.
feet don't really leave the ground.
Kenji, you may need a crutch for that bad leg yet. Or we just need to kill more shit, and I'm down for that.
That could be fun. I mean,
That's
We
loads
can
of fun.
we can still adventure together too.
But now you don't have to rely on me being on you all the time.
Yeah, but it was cool. You're protected.
Yeah, we can still do that from time to time.
I got fucked up there, though. Sorry, fell down.
You did. It's all right. I was able to get you up. Kenji looked hungry when you went down.
Ah, he'll be alright. Don't worry about Kenji, Yotev. He's really good. Didn't you see the tentacles smack the shit out of those darklings?
I'm gonna
That
say
does
what
not want to end up
tentacles.
inside Kenji.
Like they came out of his eye. Oh, dude, it was so cool. Coming right out of my shield. It was great.
You idiot.
Oh come on. I'll hobble up to Yotev, and my mouth still won't move.
I appreciate your offer before on making something to make my legs work, but I think that this might do for now.
Yotev is keeping close eye on you. Watch yourself, Kenji.
Yotev shouldn't have your eyes because he's only got an eye.
You can. You can. I've never lied to you, Yotev. You can always ask me anything, and I'd tell you the truth.
And if he stays silent, I'm gonna just turn around and hobble back towards Varnex.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to phrase what he wants to say just yet.
Let's see, I do a quick buddy. Good. Man, maybe about 6 more, and that other leg's gonna be good. Or
Try to do math on soul legs.
Kenji, we kill something really fucking big. Or we go kill one of those 5 fucks, and your whole body will be good.
Let's go.
You even know if it's the matter of the potency of the soul or if it's just the count of souls. One of them
Either-
was the leader and the others were just
Either or.
whomever.
Dead is dead, Yotev.
I mean, they all help.
Do they help us figure out where to go from here? Because now with the leader dead, we have no idea where we're going, and we could have used him for interrogation.
Well, I was a little pissed. It seemed like the thing to do.
Yotev believes you might need to find some level of restraint when we are on missions.
No, I think I'm good.
While they're arguing, can I hobble around and look for an area to go?
Sure.
And investigate?
Feel free to move around as you like.
Oh, there's still an area.
This
Yotev
large-
is looting body, like rags and stuff, by the
Mhm.
way. Just
Yeah,
doing that.
Yeah, I want to scout around the battlefield, like not
Sure.
the battlefield itself, but like literally around it to see if there's anything that kind of sticks out or any other opponents.
Go ahead and move about as you see fit.
What is happening here? There's such
What's
a lag
happening?
on this. I don't know, it's a
Yeah,
lag.
it's very laggy on the moving.
It did
Fine.
that last week.
Yesterday, yeah, last week it was doing that to me too.
If you just go into your Chrome settings, turn off the advanced thing that has it, the acceleration thing that lets this work. Turn it off, relaunch, and then turn it back on and relaunch. It'll fix itself. It requires you to launch twice, but it'll fix it.
The large glowing pendant that we found, was that on the Elder's body?
It
Or
was.
the Elder died? What does it look like?
It appears to be a sort of almost like a doubloon shape. That sort of size and odd patterning to it. Though it has a strange symbol that you particularly might not be familiar with. And it just sort of it's almost like a metal piece, almost like a large pressed out coin that they've put this sort of embossed image on, that's giving off just a faint bit of glow.
I'll do a religion check to see if I know it as a religion.
Sure.
No?
Sure, go for it.
I got a natural 20 with a 4 kicker, so 24.
Okay. The hesitancy that I had was that this is not religious in any way, and so you are confident in that. The problem is that it doesn't really gain much information beyond the fact that it isn't a religious iconography of any kind. At least not one that you're familiar with.
Well, that rules out that it's a religious cult for them.
Agreed.
Can we rest for a little bit?
I'm down for that.
Do we have a great idea to rest here?
Just a short rest?
Two of them got away, they know where we were, and we don't know what's around us.
If anyone would like to look around, like had been said, beyond having to force yourself to move, because I do recognize that, some of you have small fields of vision. If you'd like, you can go ahead and make a... For this, I'm going to make a perception check.
No.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do it because I have 120 feet of vision. And I'm just going to sit here. Yo! Cassandra's popping off right now.
You don't seem to see anything out of the ordinary.
For just me?
Oh,
or all of
crap.
us?
Everybody.
Fraggin, go ahead
What?
and move real quick. Move down 5 feet. I can't move my character now.
Can
There we go.
Cool.
Can I?
I said we take a short rest here. I vote for a short rest.
I did a bad thing. I just pressed refresh. Oh, never mind. And now it's downloading game modules, and I was like, oh god, it's happening. It just spins forever. Now does it work? Yeah, there we go. Now it's better. Beautiful.
So
Yotev would
refresh-
also like to take breather. He's not as young as he used to be.
I'm gonna say that I'm hesitant to, because we don't know what else is here. But if it's needed, we can. And I'll just keep watch.
If we keep marching forward, we might run into something like we just did. Yotev would like to take rest just in case. At least then we might be better prepared.
I agree.
Okay.
So we
All
take
in favor of
rest?
short rest?
Aye.
Yep, definitely did not just roll for a short rest anyways.
Oh, perfect.
But I don't get anything back on the short rest.
I get everything back on a short rest.
Yeah, with that, you can, if you would like, go ahead and take your short rest. Roll hit dice. Get your whatever you get back on a short rest. Be it an action surge or all of your spells if you're
How do
specifically.
you? Okay, how do I roll hit points on a short rest?
It should be on your main sheet. Your hit dice, which is next to your hit points on that sheet.
Yeah.
I think you can just click. I don't know.
When you mouse over it, a little gear icon pops up on the top right corner.
I don't see. Oh, hit dice. There we go.
Your hit dice suck.
Holy crap!
Oh, and it gave me
Ryan.
my hit points back. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't have to
My
do
hit
math.
dice are good. My rolls sucked.
You got a good one at the end. The 12. That's max.
I just had two minimums. For
Yeah, it's just the ones that suck.
Wait, so why did you do 3?
You can use as many hit dice as you have available on a short rest. And I have 4 hit dice available.
Oh,
I'm debating if I use one more. I might save it.
Yotev. It's the downfall of being so healthy.
there we go.
I actually don't know. Under normal rules, when you're choosing, like I didn't have an option to change how many hit dice I rolled at once.
No, I was only able to roll one, so I had to roll it multiple times.
Right, I don't know if you normally get to decide one at a time or if you say I'm rolling this many.
I normally do one at a time, and once you're good, you can say, "Okay, I'm done."
Yeah.
No.
It's because we have a nice team.
All right, so I can't upcast anymore. Pretty cool.
Next level.
Next level.
Next level, we're rocking now.
I don't know why it's different for you.
Because we're partial casters.
No, I'm saying I don't know why it's letting him. Why it's showing that he
I think
has
it's
them.
giving me the option as well, but I've been ignoring it.
Yeah, I've
It's
got-
not.
Huh.
You have yours right. Where on yours, it only gives you first level spells.
Well, so in Foundry, mine has second level spells listed, but it just has 0 spell slots. So if I was casting without consuming a spell slot, it would let me.
No, his has 3. He has second level spells. He's got 1 out of 3.
'Cause
Oh
I
yeah,
used to-
weird.
Mm.
That's so strange. What? I mean, I'm not gonna ask if
He has
it's
nothing
feet breaking,
listed.
but like he doesn't have the feet or anything to like allow him to cast anything that's like a level.
Nope. There's no feat, nothing that he has that would give him a second level casting.
I'm just a fucking badass, okay?
Yep.
My goddess loves me.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Sure. Where your soul's at?
Because she absolutely has love for her followers.
Well, yeah.
That's the
I know.
emotion. Yeah.
I know. I was being a little sarcastic there.
No, we got it.
So
Because I would assume that it was kind of indifference until I proved myself above and beyond.
More or less. And then you get promoted from indifference to a slight fondness.
And eventually an acquaintance.
Yep.
So after a short rest, can I move down here, see if there's a path? Just
You can, since you were the only one who didn't before. Please roll a perception check for me. Let's see if you are the one that can.
I'd like to stay close to Kenji and just try to stay more front line.
It will not be hard. I am slow.
Yeah, Yotev is keeping pace with Killian.
Husband, are you coming with us?
Perception.
I'm gonna go this way.
I was looking for the setting.
I'm waiting for him to say stop there.
You said
Are we going
perception?
down?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Is up an option?
That's where
Anywhere
it came
is an
from.
option because you teleported in.
So it'd be
Alright.
Aiden
like-
is just gonna go find the secret chest that's hidden on the side of the map, you know, for the extra little item.
He's looking for the extra lore.
Like, oh, there's a pillar.
Where is the...
So dirty 20.
30-20. Okay.
Where's what?
So no one else was able to pick up on this, but you watch as Kenji sort of stops and tilts his head and slowly turns towards the tree
You're
stump
muted already.
that Yotev is currently standing next to.
Oh, joy.
It's very quiet, but you can hear. It sounds as though someone is trying very hard to breathe as quietly as possible, but is sort of failing to do so, right? He's kind of holding his breath, and then is having to breathe a little harder when he does breathe as a result. It isn't actually slowing himself down any. You can hear breathing coming from that tree trunk.
Just Kenji?
Wait,
Just
wait,
Kenji.
does
No one else
Michael,
rolled high enough.
as the fire genasi, you're fire genasi, right?
Mhm.
Does he glow?
No.
Okay, they don't have like fiery hair in his head. Okay.
The dancing lights that went out when Killian went into the darkness, did that come back on when the darkness faded, or?
I'd say technically, yeah, probably. I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna recast it again if
Yeah,
needed.
it
So
structurally doesn't matter because you can just do that.
yeah, cantrips.
How do they work? Immediately as I sense that, detect thoughts at will.
Okay, detect thoughts. You hear what sounds like just sort of a you hear the thoughts of whoever this is thinking, leave, please leave.
And
Over
I
and
will
over
reach,
again.
And I will reach out because I think that if I can tell where, like, if I can detect thoughts, because it senses the presence of minds. And if I can sense the presence of minds, I can detect their thoughts, which means that I should be able to connect with them.
What does your connection verbalize as? Because if it says you have to see them or anything like that, then no. But if it doesn't, then you can't.
1 second. Let me look at my features.
Do you let Yotev know that it's by him?
No.
Well, not yet. Of course not.
You're able to speak
asking.
telepathically to any creature as long as you share a language.
Then yeah, since you can sense that he is there, you can link with him.
Why are you hiding?
You
Why
hear
Why don't you want to play with us?
you hear the mental connection that you have through detect thoughts. So he stops. He goes, "That wasn't to me, was it? That was Please say that wasn't for me. He's talking to his friends.
You can't hide from me.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
And as I'm like, so he'll be able to. I can't. So, I guess I'll try and stealth. 3, towards the thing.
Super stealthy, sure.
Yeah. So you can hear like dragging of my feet along the like road.
We're gonna be the best of friends. Come out and play.
Do I see Kenji moving towards this tree?
Yeah, you watch him sort of slowly walking towards it. He
Kenji,
seems pretty
what's
focused
going
on it.
on?
I'll turn my head 180 degrees to face him.
There's someone in this tree. I was gonna go and talk to him.
I'm gonna go over to the tree.
Yeah.
You see it is a 10-foot tall stump that seems to be pretty goddamn old. You go over to it, you sort of knock on the side, it does seem hollow on the inside. And looking up, it looks like it may be hollow from the top as well, so you could potentially climb up and in if you wanted to.
Do I get the sense that the voice inside of his head matches the voice of the owner of Ember?
The voice inside of his head does not. It doesn't sound like anything. You just get like the mental thoughts of this person.
You said
It doesn't have a
feet tall?
doesn't have a timbre to it.
Okay, that's fair. Delve deeper.
You delve deeper. What are you looking for in particular?
Anything about the Darklings and it's the Quicklings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything about them?
He needs to make a saving throw.
15.
You said that this was 10 feet tall?
Yes.
Can I
Hilly.
fly to the top of it to look in the hole? At the
Yeah,
top?
give me a second.
Jesus Christ, dude!
What?
Oh, wait, what? What is the 22 for?
Sorry, mine's lagging. Okay, the 22 would be his save. So he's able to repel that for the first.
Okay.
Lagged and rolled twice.
Killian, you want to climb in here?
During this, Yotev is taking a Thunder Gauntlet
Um,
punch to the side of this stump.
Okay, so that's happening with the mental things. Cassandra begins to fly up, and you all watch as Yotev basically pulls his arm back, and you hear it charge as he's about to basically punch a hole through this thing. You make a roll to hit.
My man's heart's gonna pop out of his chest.
Roll at advantage with my inspiration now.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Still,
You
I doubt
insta
you're
kill.
gonna miss it.
I'm just gonna roll normal right now. 14.
14 will hit a immovable or a tree that is incapable of moving.
Just
I
curious
couldn't
about how
make it.
hollow it is, right? How much do I
Yeah.
really break through
This
it?
is more or less like a hollowed out dead tree. It's pretty easy to do. So go ahead and roll damage.
It dodges.
8 thunder
For
damage.
eight thunder damage. You blast a little hole in the side of this tree.
Yo, Teb! Yell clear next time. You could have shocked us all.
It's thunder damage, not lightning.
And as you look in, you see huddled in a little corner is Cinder and Burhand. And right next to him is a skeleton of a long dead individual, as he is pressed as far back against the wall of this tree as there's now a massive hole from a thunder gauntlet through it. As you pull back, you kind of pull away bits of the branch that are, or the trunk rather, that's got stuck. Your arm got stuck in.
Nice. About how big is the hole? He says tiny holes. It's probably as big as my fist, or did it crack away a bit bigger?
It cracked away a larger portion of it. It's a good, like, probably 3 feet in diameter.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's big enough for people to crawl through, assuming you're not, like, a massive individual.
Say like
so
me.
it may be a little hard for Varnex and Killian to get through, but like
Yeah.
everyone else could crawl pretty easily through there.
Can I send by echo through?
You could, and you could teleport him. Yeah, but you watch as he's sort of like back against the trunk. Hi,
You might want to come out.
Talk.
Okay, sure. What are we talking about?
Your involvement in this and where they're at and how we can kill them all.
I can only answer a couple of those questions. I'm afraid I don't know the answers to all of them.
Also, detect dots is already on for like another however long a minute is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start pulling him out.
Is he lying?
You sort of pull towards. He'll make a strength save to try, but his strength is not great. Yeah, he gets yanked forward 5 feet because okay, it's fine. I'll get out. Just back away from the door, please. I don't want to crawl right into someone's.
Someone's.
Just gonna
Well, just
pull
anyone's
him out.
Sort of. He'll come on his own accord. He just needs you guys to like back away a little bit. He doesn't.
Yeah,
He's
got
not
spot
pushing
now.
his luck. He's not telling you guys to like leave, but he's just saying like make some room and I'll come out.
We're
I'll
playing
come out.
bad cop.
Yeah.
Alright,
He-
so-
he's starting to be like, I'll come out.
I'm gonna restrain him.
Okay. He tries to fight initially, but then you easily overpower the guy. He gives up pretty. Like he,
I'll give him the old backhand right
Yeah.
across. Just
it's sort of like the initial thought of like, oh, I'm going to break free, and then it's like the knee-jerk reaction, and then realizes, oh shit, I should stop trying to fight and play along with these people, and so he sort of gives up unless you
You will die.
grapple the dude into it. And
I'm
he
gonna
says,
try to look through anything he has on him, and if he has any more of the beads, take them from him.
yes. Interestingly enough, you go to grab at his stuff. He has hand axes at his side, daggers on sort of tucked into various parts. So you're able to pull those out and throw them to the ground. You could add 2 more daggers and 2 hand axes if you'd like. He's got like the rest of the stuff is like he's got torches that are unlit. He's got rations that he has yet to eat. He's got a water skin.
Where are the beads?
I'm getting to it. He's got a set of like actual leather armor on his person, but he's unless you're wanting to strip him, that he's keeping that on his person. The rest of the stuff seems to be missing. That seems to be the only thing he has. He has his weapons on him. He has his armor on him. As far as personal effects, because you know that he rummaged around and found and got something out of there, those seem to be missing.
I'd like
Well-
to post up just to look out for other people coming.
All right, easily done.
Yotev, you're gonna search his pockets while I've got his arms restrained. Like, I mean, if you need to, we can take this leather armor off of him.
Absolutely, Yotev is no trouble getting into personal boundaries.
I can. Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation check.
Is that with advantage since I'm holding him down?
Yeah, we'll say that's your part of the help action there.
It's a 24?
24. You start just rummaging through this guy's pockets. The only extra thing that you find is he has like buried in a boot a small section of the heel has been carved out. That's got like just the bare minimum. It's got like 3 pieces of gold in it for like desperate. I need money. Is buried into like the heel of his boot.
Jesus Christ.
You don't get to keep these. You said it was 3 gold?
Yeah, a whole 3 gold.
What's going on
Is-
my sheet?
He's
He's
just
got 2 hand axes, 2 daggers.
2 hand axes, 2 daggers. He's got like 10 torches and a couple of rations. That's about it. And a water skin.
My man's just out here vibing.
Can I ask him where we are?
As far as I'm aware, we are luckily still in the the forest. It's just a very much deeper part of that forest.
How far out from Deerstalk are we?
About 2 days.
And where's the
Yeah.
portal so that they can come and go?
Oh, don't really know. In fact, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't exist for like a permanent state. It's more of like a opens here, closes there sort of a thing.
And why are you working with them?
He sort of takes a deep breath and says that short story is so that I can get back to business as usual. Was offered a way to get rid of these other Fae so that we could go back to work and not have to worry about falling asleep or having spells cast on us or things stolen.
But the people you made the deal with were the ones that were stealing from you.
The Quicklings, yes, but they were happy to reside in this northern section of the forest to us, and take the rest of the Siren Green as their own. Didn't turn out that way, but was the idea. We could log for years in this northern section of the forest and get nowhere close to where they were going to take.
Your logging days are over.
Then why you put an ad for help?
That was before I was approached. I tried to go to Tarion and tell him that it's all right, because for months this ad has been up, or for a month this ad has been up, and he just recently decided to help. I thought that I could tell him that I'm canceling it, and he refused. He said no. He tried to be nice and say that we would help and it's fine and all of this, and he wasn't fast enough, and so I took matters into my own hands.
Okay, as he's doing all this,
yeah,
I'm gonna get frustrated at this long-winded fucking explanation.
Sure.
And I'm gonna grab his elbow
Mhm.
and his wrist and just snap his arm.
Okay.
And as I do that, when I snap his arm, I'm gonna say, "That's for Persai, and you should just probably talk a little faster once you're done squealing like a pig."
I would like for you to roll damage as if you had hit him with your katana.
Oh, sweet Jesus. 1d8?
Yes.
Oh, it's only a 4.
Okay. He does yell out in a sharp cry of pain, and sort of breathes as best he can, and tries to sort of calm himself, and says, "I am not sure what else you want me to say. What else do you want, information-wise?" Huh?
You seem to have been clinging for dear life in there. Who's your friend?
Pointing to the skeleton that's in the.
I don't know.
Then why perchance do you be hiding if this is where your allies seem to be?
They are no longer my allies. I tried to make this deal, and I've been cut out of it. I made the deals with the Quicklings. They provided me the means of escape should I get caught. I didn't know that they were working with the other ones. I didn't really know that they were going to butcher all those people either. Told about that afterwards. And I understand I'm going to be held responsible for a lot of that.
So you think it best to run away from us, the ones on the side of Deerstalk, the ones on the side of the people you betray. Run here?
I did not know what was going to happen. at that meeting. I had no clue. After it happened, I fled, obviously, because of my involvement. I don't know what to say. Well, I don't know what you want me to say here.
What other confines were in your drawer? The secret compartment underneath. You know where you had all the other little crisps.
I had my... I had the thing that gave me the magic. It's part of the deal.
What
You're
was
talking
it?
about the glass bead that teleported you?
Well, those, but I don't know why I don't really know why they took those. It's sort of a useless thing now. If I'm here, I guess I could have teleported out of the trunk, but I don't have the magic that they had given me.
Do you get the sense that it's like his, like it's like the gift that the other Fae were talking to us about?
Roll an insight check.
15 plus. Lots of things. Rage. Insight?
Mm-hmm.
1 plus 1.
A 1?
16. No, plus 1. Plus 6. So 16.
Oh. So 16.
Yeah.
You get the sense that it's not a gift like that, because that is something that the Fae offer in like an extreme circumstance, and this would not qualify as an extreme circumstance, you don't think? This is more of an offering akin to that of like a patron warlock relationship. It's more that he had made this deal, and a part of that deal was extra arcane ability for the sake of keeping your land as you've kept it, and that was taken from him.
You said you didn't know they were gonna slaughter the others like that, but you seem to know not to go to the meeting.
I was informed that I should basically to keep myself away. Something about how things were going to get going to be taken care of, but I didn't know that taken care of meant brutal murder. I thought it meant like driving them off, and or maybe banishing them back to the Fae. It's something other than killing my workers, for one, who I would not have thrown into this situation if it wasn't for any of that. But
Yeah, but you did. I guess now the only decision we need to make is do we turn him over to the Fae for betraying them, or do we take him to Diastok?
Well, first off, Yotev would like to know if there are any other allies in this agreement for that are in Diastok right now. Or is it just you involved?
I was the only one that was approached, as far as I'm aware, and I made a deal. My understanding was that they were going to drive off the other Fae, send them back to the Feywild, and that this forest would belong to the Quicklings, and only the Quicklings. And I have no clue.
Tell Yotev.
Yes.
Do you know where they are all now?
Which day?
Darklings, the Quicklings. Where would they convene?
No. I know that the Quicklings are, well, a lot of back and forth. The Darklings, most of them are still in the Feywild. They are only able to send a select few through. The Quicklings, I assume, moved back to wherever their home was, but we don't know where that is. They have stated, however, or I assume, that you've sort of dealt with a lot of that. I don't know what exactly it is that you're wanting to accomplish. What is your... I don't know.
We don't know if we're done here yet, and we want you to tell us if we're done here. And if you don't give us an answer we like, we'll do with you as we please.
I know that the Darklings that were here were the only Darklings that were on this plane.
So there's still 2 running around.
The Quickling Eldar is at least running around.
I assumed you had killed all the Darklings in this area.
2 of them ran.
Oh. Right.
So all of them that were here.
Mhm.
That was it. There was no others.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Well,
Can I make mental connection with Kenji? Or does it only go one way?
I believe Kenji has to reach out to you, but...
Okay. I look at Kenji. And I tap my head.
You're muted.
Damn it.
Yes.
how would you like this soul? Because I'm saying, fuck the Fae, fuck T-Stock. I'll just run him through right now. Habsies?
I mean, some people are destined for great things in this world. And sometimes their greatest contribution is to die.
That sounds good to me.
And with that, I'll just run him through my katana straight up his back, out his throat.
It's incredibly gruesome. But he does in fact just fully die. You watch as the blade sort of sticks out of the back of the throat. You pull out, and there's a splattering of blood, and you watch as the life leaves his eyes, the soul leaves his throat, and enters into Kenji's.
What about my sword? Fucking fuck.
I guess I was faster.
God damn it, Kenji. We're gonna have words.
The sword, as far as you're aware, absorbed a singular soul for the first time that you've ever seen it. And that was upon the killing of a fairy dragon.
Well, I was just hopeful that that's how it worked.
Unfortunately not. You get the sense that that's sort of the key to this, is the type of enemy that the sword absorbs.
Right. Dragons. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that was see. It shouldn't have been I understand now.
Yeah.
All right, Kenji.
So we'll take the leather armor off of him. We got a set of leather armor.
Yep.
Anybody pissed at me right now? Because
Absolutely.
Killian doesn't give a shit. He's just standing and looking around.
Yotev is okay with this. He had no more information. He was useless here.
Are we done here?
How you feeling, Kenji? Good?
You could see just like small little sinews start to grow on the other leg, but not much. All right.
Cleftu soul. Not very good for you. You'll have to ride my shield back.
It's a 2-day journey back.
We also don't know what direction to go in.
He said north of here was where the Quicklings would claim properly.
No, he said the north end of the forest. Sure.
Well, we know which way is north, and we know that the forest is all south of T-Stock, so
If I
we
rolled,
can at least get to the forest border if we head north.
if I look up, can I tell
Mhm.
direction if I did a survival? I got a 17 plus 1 for 18.
Okay. In the future, never roll before asking.
I can reroll.
But
I don't mind.
No, it's fine. No,
No, I
18's
don't
fine.
mind.
18 can stand.
No, I don't
With
want
an
to.
8, well, we've got other players that are also capable of doing this as well. So it's together. You guys can figure out pretty easily that yes, there are stars above.
Oh, it's nighttime.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
indeed. There are stars above.
Weird.
It is. There are stars above. Correct. Yes, you guys are figuring out fair or weird. There are stars above, and there are. You can tell, based roughly on a couple of the constellations above you, given that you've got A, a ranger, and B, someone who has like a bunch of different ties to constellations and could probably knows which ones are in the northern portions of the sky versus the southern portions of the sky. That you guys are pretty far south of where you were. And so you can find north pretty quickly, given those two plus your roll.
Okay, well now I feel bad about it, but now I want
That's fine.
to. I'm gonna scratch at Cassandra's mind.
Can you see where we're at? Looking up?
I still haven't opened my mind to you.
Oh, well, you hear
There's a
scratching on your
tapping
mind.
at the door.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm
so
still
scratchy.
creeped out by Kenji and don't yet
I'm just
trust
gonna go ahead
you.
and take my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Jug out and have some coffee.
Wait, who's the ranger?
Michael.
Aiden.
Then I will also reach out to Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Or to Aiden. And I will scratch on his mind.
It's only me that's ignoring you. I'm sorry.
I can't.
What's
stop
up,
it.
bro?
Is that-
Yeah,
no,
he
it's
can't
more
stop
like
it.
it's more like
I'm the only one who can.
like this. That's what
Yeah.
you would hear.
I'll get there for the
And I'll-
record.
You're
And I'll ask
asking
the
me
same
if I can.
I tell where we are, use the surroundings. You got shit going on.
Well, I know this way is north.
Do you have keen sense?
And
I have.
can
orb of
Yotep
direction.
reflect for
Yeah.
a sec on like the
You know, he
orb,
has-
like our little bead marble thing? Like what he thinks it actually might have done is since it's nighttime as well.
Sure. Yeah. So especially considering you worked on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Cool. Flat.
Yes.
Can I?
Ugh.
Because we left during the morning, like first thing in the morning.
We left
Close
him
to.
early.
It was like,
Like-
it was a couple hours because you guys had to actually fix the thing and all that.
What's-
But yeah.
It's probably closer to 11 or
It was like
Mm-hmm.
noon.
What's the highest tree around me?
There's a bunch of them easily accessible to be able to climb to the top of,
Well, I
or
wanna
fly to the top of rather.
Fly to like above the trees
Mm-hmm.
to see if the sky is only nighttime, like just here because of magic, or if it's legitimately nighttime.
Sure. You fly up to the top of just sort of around the tree all the way up to the top, and once you get up there, you can see that it is a night sky for the entirety of.
Can I know why that would have happened?
Without another bead to study or more insight into darklings in general, it's gonna be hard to piece that together.
Okay. Are the stars at all messed up in any capacity?
Nope, they
Or
look to be
they're
the correct.
accurate?
Yeah, they seem to be the correct star patterns.
Okay. I'll find
Does
out.
Cinder Emberhand look the same age as when we last saw him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did this little corpse in the tree have anything on it?
You go over to it, and besides some surprisingly still strong femurs, now you could probably use those as a nice little whacking stick if you wanted to, but
What kind of race does it look like? Like, is it humanoid?
roll a medicine check. It's like one of the few times I'm gonna be able to ask for a medicine check.
Yeah, right?
I think that's a 20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dirty 20.
You sort of get down next to it and start looking at it. And based off of bone structure and the parts of its like the height of the thing and the bone structure, it definitely looks to be elven in some way.
Okay.
Can you determine how long it's been there?
Yes, with a 20, it's old. It's been dead for at least a month, 2 maybe. Like it's long enough to where even if it was subject to certain elements of being outside, it was long enough to where it has fully lost all of its flesh. So it's fully like been here for a minute.
Does that line up with when the lumberyard started having interference?
Technically yes, but you're not sure how much of a connection that is versus just the fact that this is a place that they threw people when they didn't want to deal with them.
It's the only body there, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, besides the piles
Aside from Cinder.
of ash and cinder. Yeah, poor dude.
Poor dude.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it sucks, but sometimes that's your lot in life, you know?
He made bad choices, and those are the consequences he must face.
Well, he won't be facing them anymore.
To be facing the
Already
ground
did.
for the rest of his life.
Also, retcon, when I did, after I did that, I would have said a prayer in Draconic to my goddess.
All right. Someone in this party is gonna find a way to learn or like understand all languages, and then get really upset with like the weird shit that you say during those prayers.
It's all good.
It's gonna be Kenji, because Kenji's gonna learn Draconic.
I'm gonna teach Kenji Draconic.
Let's go.
That's fair. Kenji's gonna be weirdly into it.
How long is it gonna take?
It'll take a while. There's not rules for learning new skills like this, but there are some homebrew stuff that people have developed that I could probably.
Is there a way to passively learn it,
say,
like
but
with
isn't
my
there-
high intelligence?
But isn't there a way to actually learn languages in D&D?
Well, yes
aren't
and
magical
no.
and
Like,
I think the
Am I
basis
just
is like it
stupid or
takes like
something?
It
months.
takes a long time.
the problem is that I think it's in Xanathar's, but Xanathar's made it to where it's like it takes like 4 months or something in game.
Yeah.
that's fine. I get.
All
I
right, we
get
do
that.
nothing for 4 months. Teach me the language, then let's continue.
Yeah, that's kind of like
DS9's
the
already
problem.
fallen to
It's like-
ruin. Like we come back. We all know Draconic now, just so we can understand Varnix's weird prayer.
Yeah, we also we just teach each other all the other languages we know so that we can all add them on together. That's really great stuff.
Yes, you guys are in the
no.
woods for actual years,
Yeah.
just learning language.
God, I'd look like Galarian Meowth if I came out of the woods after 4 months.
Big prayer circle hype going on there.
It's just something I want to do, and we can take as long as we need.
Let's see.
Although I guess I don't really have to teach him. Well, he wouldn't understand when I'm speaking in Draconic because I'm thinking in Draconic as well.
So raw.
I mean,
books.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Raw book says that training in a language or tool typically takes at least 10 work weeks. But its time is reduced by a number of work weeks equal to the character's intelligence modifier. So what's your intelligence modifier, Kenji?
Oh god. +2.
+2. So it would take 8 weeks or 2 months if you wanted to teach him.
I'm down with that.
How long would it take
Here's-
me
here's the-
passively? I was learning.
So
With a
the addition to that is an intelligence penalty does not include increase the time needed. Training costs 25 gold per work week, which is weird, but they're saying that like you're supposed to. The idea
You go
behind
into
this
class.
is this is supposed to be like a downtime activity. Is when you have downtime, you can spend a number of weeks to learn something, and it costs
Right,
you
right,
money. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
but this
other
is while
part
he's
is-
just riding along on my shield, so that's our
Yep.
downtime every time we're walking.
You just ASMR whispering
But
to
it would
Kenji
probably
every time.
take
You...
longer than that
That's
because
fine.
I get the.
I
get
will
the
work
neck
on
ting-
a different method because I don't like the method that Wizards came up with.
I don't like it, so I'm gonna
I think
change
it's
it.
I think it's a weak attempt at it, and they didn't
Yeah.
actually put any forth. Like the idea behind it is supposed to be that you shouldn't be able to pick up things easily, which I agree with. But they also made it to where it's like, oh, this is a downtime activity, and so there's no method of working for it in game. It's the DM gives you a month of downtime training, so you can do half of that, and you gotta wait for another
50
thing
gold.
to done.
Boom. I've got
I
2
think
weeks
that's
done.
what the
Yeah.
training complications are supposed to be for, though, because the complications are supposed to add something that you have to do for your instructor.
About that, yeah. 134 is a page number. We can keep going now while we're doing
That's if
this.
Kenji's down
Yes.
for it.
Yep. If you ASMR
is
ASMR
going to start marching north based
Alright.
on what the party is determined.
The little tentacles on the back of Kenji's neck will vibrate when he gets tingles from being ASMR read.
Do we know about how late at night it is right now?
Just kidding.
Based off of the information that Cassandra, you, and Kenji were able to gather, it's probably about 10 o'clock at night.
We should probably stop and make camp here.
So
Are we tired enough to
able
go take a long
right,
rest?
Are we able to sleep? Because for us, it hasn't been.
Physically, yes.
Interesting.
Did
I'd say we take a long rest.
Time
And
travel?
we head out first light. Anybody else? I mean, we don't really have to sleep by this corpse, but we can go a little ways away and make a camp.
I don't know,
just
it's
need to
still
figure
warm.
out
It can
what-
keep you toasty at night.
I got a doll for that.
Weird, but alright.
I'm gonna use my lightsaber and cut open the human like a tauntaun and just crawl inside of it.
Yeah. I think I want to put my tent up and sleep in it.
Okay, yeah, easily done.
Yotev's gonna crawl into the stump,
Mhm.
move out the skeleton.
Yeah.
So this goblin goes into this hole and
Get
these
down.
bones just come flying
Yep.
out. Huh?
Don't need this. Stay up. Just
I'm
like-
going. I'm gonna drag the body right in front of the door, like not like right in front to block, but like where Yotev can see the body, and I'll
Are
start
we
collecting.
staying here? I thought we were walking more.
Well,
like,
Yotev's going into the trunk.
Yeah.
I went into the trunk
So,
because we haven't really moved, and nobody else said that we were moving. And then, as soon as I said to move, we were like, "Wait, we should long rest."
So I can. So then Yotev will start seeing the bones move by themselves. As I'll be able to see like the skeletal hand pick up the bones and start and making like a little play fort for me. And then I'll just be kind of like when I go over to the body, I'll kind of just like hit it and I'll like lean over to like look at it because I don't really have good balance. And I'll be just checking out small aspects of it, and I'll make like little marks on it
On the body,
right now. Yeah, on the body.
the bones.
No, the bones are organizing themselves into like a little hut
Oh.
for myself.
I'll set up a little camp underneath this little tree right here.
Easily done. One by one, you begin to set up places for you to rest. One of you in a trunk, one of you in a pile of bones for some reason. One under a tree like a normal person.
One in a
Gillian,
tent.
Standing.
Gillian sits down in the middle of a open field and just sort of. He doesn't go to sleep. His eyes just sort of glaze over a little bit. He's just sort of staring in a direction. But with that, a long rest is had. HP half is back. Spells are back. Half of your hit dice you got recovered.
Before we long rested, I used primeval awareness.
Okay.
With like a 1 mile radius. It's less specific than Varnex's undead detecting thing, but it recognizes there's any operations celestial track an element of a unicorn undead within 1 mile of us.
Yeah. Also, before going to bed, I would have casted Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Sanctuary does not last a whole minute.
just to fall asleep and be
Okay.
like, I'm protected.
Okay.
And so before
It
you
doesn't matter.
fall
I'm getting the spell slot back anyway.
Before you fall asleep, you would see Kenji's like little hut would be like the little like femurs and stuff are formed like a little box, and then the rib cage is kind of up there, so that there's like a little entrance that I can kind of crawl in, and then I'll lean against it, which is set against the little tiny human, and then he's kind of just facing you. And then before you go to sleep, I'll say, "Have a good night."
Falls out of view, like in the stump, like just so. Like on the far end of like the hole.
In the position that the skeleton was at.
Yotov doesn't want to sleep next to Cassandra either.
I have a little cat bed for my cat that hangs up at the top. You can
Oh, what?
sleep on the
Yotov is
floor.
gonna sleep in the cat bed?
No, you're gonna sleep on the floor.
Oh God, Yotep
No.
has huge trust issues.
He doesn't like anybody. He likes his space.
Just saying.
Gillian, remember this. I don't like anybody. Gillian just sort of sitting there. That for the first time ever shows the slightest bit of emotion as a single tear. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were friends.
Pulls out his notebook, starts writing again.
Yeah.
Start hugging my echo.
Start hugging my echo.
How could this happen to me?
God.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so done with
Where
all
are
of
you?
And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep.
Literally cannot.
Right?
As Yosef's like falling asleep, he's like still pondering like how the hell it's possible that it's nighttime when we left at noon and it was a transportation spell. He's
And
like
you-
he's still confused as like as
Physically,
that
you do
Yeah.
feel tired as well, as if like
Yeah.
you did do a lot of
full
travel.
days worth of yeah. He's like so unsure about how this worked, even though he helped work on it.
With that, before you guys go to bed, Aiden, you sort of close your eyes and allow your senses to push outwards, and you do feel senses of a couple of these things out in this area. Specifically Fae. So you know that at least 2 of them are out there. But they're around. And also, you know that every time you do this, you're probably going to sense Fae because there's one in a tent like 10 yards away from you. But you do feel that sort of Fae presence. You also feel a little bit of some of the others, which is a little unsettling within the mile radius of you.
He
You
doesn't
feel
feel me.
you feel the presence of a couple of different elementals. You feel the presence of a couple of different undead. And you feel the presence of at least it's faint presence, but you feel at least one apparition somewhere nearby.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes this method helps you to sort of relax. This time it helps you get more tense. Because fuck. Don't know why this is the case, but there's stuff around. It's a little upsetting.
Except for one point of exhaustion before
Yeah.
next one.
Nightmares.
But it's a little unsettling. It's like, oh shit, there's like a lot of shit around.
I'm in danger.
Okay.
can I offer to take watch since I don't really need to?
We don't. I've got a katana of warning. We can't be surprised while we're asleep or anything like that.
All of us can't.
I won't be, but I can alert anyone.
I'm also
Let's
still
have a
conscious.
shelter. Let's have a high shelter.
Yeah, so Varnax does have his katana, and you're not the only one that does not require sleep, as Killian does require to be like inert. He can't like go build a house or anything during a long rest, but he can sit there and stare off into the middle distance and keep his ears open.
Everything, yeah.
So the two of you sort of go almost inert for a while as everyone else goes to bed. Eventually, the sun rises. You feel the forest begin to wake up, as do you, one by one. Cassandra probably sleeps in the latest, considering she's the only one that can like sleep without having to worry about the early rays of the sun waking them up or anything like that. But you guys wake up and find yourself in the same forest, just a little brighter.
Would I be able to enter Cassandra's tent?
Yeah.
Even do that for you.
Oh, I have not been rolling for my coffee.
Jesus.
Did you see? I didn't see that. I did not see that option on it. I just assume it was, you just drink coffee. It refuses to dispense coffee for the next hour. Oh, that's gonna make Varnex pissed. Okay. Damn it!
Can I
Oh, I got a
like,
16.
out of the tree, please? Yeah, you can go in the tent.
Alright, I would enter the tent when I guess you're about to wake up.
Okay.
And knock on a table or whatever is hard.
Would
Make
be
a sound.
a tent.
Whoa!
I don't know if like a...
Don't be
Watch
knocking on hard things in her tent.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock on a tarp. I don't know what that does.
Scratch on it.
I thought you were.
pull
I thought
the
you were
rope.
just gonna. Yeah, I thought you were just gonna be there when she woke up, standing over her.
Pull the rope.
Just staring
Pull
at
the
her.
rope.
Where for anybody else?
Just pull the tent peg out.
You'll
I
tell
will
me
watch
what
it
happens
on
if
her.
you pull a rope.
Yo, yeah,
I
for,
just go
for
in and
science,
start
pull the rope.
clapping.
Yeah.
There's a table that you can knock on, or a chair. So
I will knock on the table and just sit next to it and wait for you to show up. I don't know if you're just like sleeping out in the open or what.
So there's a little cabinet that hangs at the top that like, so I've already described the inside of the tent, but around one of like the top holes to like the outer hole, right, is a canopy type hammock that Desna sleeps in, and I'm probably just curled up there with Desna because I am small enough. So I peek out over. Desna also peeks because someone has walked in here. So you see a cat followed by me going, "Good morning," and I'll fly down and land on the table. Be like, "What's up?"
I have a request.
Is this a request that requires this tent, or just a conversation?
Do you require your tent for a reading?
I'm gonna sigh because it's first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna like go over to the chair and get big, and like as I'm like growing to be big to be able to sit in this chair and actually have a conversation with you, I will tell you to sit in the chair if you're not already sitting in the chair. You're like, yes, it does. And then I'll remember that I should probably tell nobody to come in here. How does that work? We'll figure it out later. I'll tell people to give us like 10 minutes or something, or whatever, and not to come in because
I
don't
can
know what you
leave and
asked.
come back.
No, it's fine.
You stick your head out to tell them, and it's like Varnex has already stoked up a fire and is cooking like breakfast over a fire, and looks over. It's like, "What the fuck do you want?" And you just pop your head back in.
No coffee.
go back
burns.
to what you're doing.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, okay, what is your question?
I can't remember parts of my past.
Well,
Can you help me remember them?
so
Okay.
typically in a normal reading, past things are incredibly easy and are typically more clear because it's already happened. Generally speaking.
But your future is for the future, not for the past.
Right. So my specific feature that lets me do this, sure. But I still have a deck of tarot cards. Like, have tarot cards are red. And the stars that would be attached to him are still attached to him. So it should be easier to do is my point. So I tell Gillian that it should be easier, but I don't know. But we can try. And I will attempt to read his past, I guess. The clarification was for Caleb in case you didn't know. As a general speaking psychic thing, not as a D&D thing.
Now, as a reborn, reminder that I do have faded memories, and I don't know how this would play if you were to use that in this moment.
Is that for Caleb?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I could pull one of those memories, is what you're saying? Theoretically.
Well, technically, like, my character can have, like, flashes of memories. But as far as, like, would this trigger anything like that?
So I could theoretically see the memory, and with my minor illusion and prestidigitation, I could play it out in front of you. Like, between us, theoretically, depending on how Caleb wants to do it. Is an option.
What feature are you referring to?
For which one of us? For
Step.
Under the reborn category, part of it is lineages and part of it is faded memories.
The one.
Learning things today.
I don't see it on D&D Beyond, but I can see it inside of VTT.
That's because it's under the info. So faded memories. The memories of events before this interruption are often vague or absent. Occasionally, the most unexpected experience may cause sensations or versions of the past to come rushing back. Rather than sleeping. Okay.
This is something that you want to maybe like do another time, and like we can retcon to it later, because I know it's kind of like a big drop.
No. This'll work. Just have to figure out how I want to do it.
If you need just a few minutes, while like after Cassandra says to stay out of the tent, I would probably go towards Yota. Be like, I think we should try to find out if this pendant has any magical properties to it. And show the glowing pendant of the Elder Drop. See if he could identify it for us.
Yes, actually, that's a good idea. Yotev is going to check on his person to see if he has the pearl for identify.
You don't. I
Yeah.
have it.
In order to identify it with the spell, we'd have to wait for Cassandra to come out of the tent because she has the pearl. It is a whole big mess. But Yotev can take a look and see what we can figure out from it. Just to see a little bit. I'm just gonna like take it and start like examining.
Here's what I'll say. Firstly, Yotev, make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. With a 17, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it does, but it definitely has a strange fey aspect to its magic. Beyond just giving off a glow, it seems to have some sort of mark of station. And with that mark of station, it grants additional properties to the wielder that others probably do not have because of not having this thing. So effectively, it's almost like if you were to have killed a general and taken up his like the insignias that give him his marking. That's effectively the equivalent of this. You can tell that as far as the item itself is concerned, it has a number of magical properties to it, most of which are not ones that are you're able to figure out without a proper use of identification. But it does have some sort of illusory property to it. That's as much as you can get out of this. So you have an idea of generally what it is and vaguely what it is capable of, knowing that it's able to use illusions, but not necessarily what illusions into what end. For the two of you, Cassandra and Killian. Cassandra, for the sake of making this easiest, I'm going to say that the fortune telling, as far as making actual fortunes, will have to be restricted to the future.
That's fine.
And Killian, hearing this, here's the option that is put in front of you. You know that sometimes certain things can trigger memories for you because it's happened before. So, if you would like to ask a question about your future, knowing that it may trigger a memory of yours in the past, you may do so. So I'm going to need a concrete question about your future for the reading.
And then I can read what will happen for your future theoretically.
Yes, and that future can trigger a memory from your past as
which
well.
you can share with me as part of the conversation of the reading if you want.
Will I revisit where I died?
That's hella specific too.
Mhm.
Okay, what do I have to
Interesting.
roll? Because that was way
Someday,
more
maybe.
specific.
Ask
But
you
like,
later.
Just a magic 8-ball answer.
yes.
It doesn't. Your feature doesn't really make you roll for anything. So,
No, it doesn't. I just didn't
So
know
I'm
if
not-
you wanted to.
yeah, no, I'm not going to make you roll anything. So here's what happened. It's a very specific question.
I know. Like, Ryan did not ask a specific question.
No, because with Kenji, there's no specificity.
No, it's valid. It's just the more precise of a question you ask, the more likely you are to get more of a definitive.
You pull the first card, and it depicts a it invokes the idea of wandering, of travel, of it going great distances, doing many great things potentially. And it begins to show in images in your mind of Killian surrounded by sort of hazy individuals, roughly looking similar to those that you're currently with, but hazy individuals nonetheless, as he is walking and traveling great distances. You see him fighting in certain scenes, you see him falling down and getting hurt, and others you see him killing some great beast and another, all going too quickly to actually take anything from it. You know, no actual visions of what creatures he kills versus what creatures fell him, or anything like that. But you see these quick images pass through your mind. As you pull the next card, you see a image that shows a gruesome event, something that is evocative of an ending, typically a harsh ending, one that is violent, one that is often deadly. And you see that there are it sort of evokes the images of Killian himself. You see, as sort of time passes around him, he remains unchanged. His body does not age. It does not grow tired. He doesn't grow facial hair. He doesn't grow, the hair on his head does not grow. He is almost at this point, he is a less of a person who is living his life, and he is more of a fact of life. Killian does not age, does not grow, does not evolve as physically. He just is. With the last card, you see what appears to be a calm cottage house that is indicative of, in your mind, home. This is the idea, the concept of a home. Just a plain building out in the middle of the woods, home. And you see this as flashes of a returning, but not necessarily what this is a returning to. You get this feeling of there will be a reunion is a strange word because you don't really use reunion for a location. That's sort of the vibe that you get off. Killian, as she's explaining these things and reading this out to you, you get a general idea that the concept or the idea behind the reading is more or less a yes, or in Cassandra, in your mind, it's kind of more of a probably.
Like if you want to, kind of.
Yeah, but it's partially the choices that you make, but also kind of the way that life is. Of most futures are splintered a couple of different paths. People who do great and extraordinary things, their future is forked in hundreds of them. And so there are a few hundred that lead to this place. There are a few hundred that lead away. But the option is there, and you find that most of those paths lead toward this place. The generalized idea being that the future's typically never set, and it's a person's choices that sort of lead them one way or another. And in most choices that you see from Killian, they lead towards returning to this place. Just more of a maybe, but in general, probably. Killian, as she's sort of explaining these thoughts to you, you do get a weird sort of faint memory. And it is of you sitting alone in a sort of a living space, almost like a living room with a large fire. You're sitting in an armchair. The place is comfortable. It's warm. It's strange because it's familiar, but also very foreign. It seems like a place that you've been, but not a place that you've been to often. You remember sitting there. You remember waking up, eyes blinking, with a book in front of you. That journal that you carry with you at your side. And then that memory fades.
Killian will unclasp the journal from his holster and just look at it, recalling that memory, and connecting it, and trying to flesh in those blank spots in his memory of when he first retrieved it, when he first experienced it, and kind of figured things out from there, and still feels a little lost as to why, but doesn't say anything out loud about it, just stares at it and just thinks about it, and after a solid minute or two will put it back in his back and clasp it, lock it.
Do you, as part of me doing the reading, relay what you saw?
No.
Okay. I probably ask you why you pull out the journal because I find it a weird thing that you pulled it out but didn't write anything. Considering what I've told you, of what I relayed to you. Because with how you've taken notes after anything that hasn't been of importance or whatever, I've seen you write almost every day in it. I would find it odd that you wouldn't write that down when you took the time and effort to ask. So I'd probably ask you why you took it out but didn't write anything.
I don't recall everything that has led me to here. Some questions remain in the front of my mind and remain unanswered no matter how much I write. I have my missions, but I will continue to have questions. I will continue to seek for those answers.
So then do you only write down the times that you have a question and the time that that question is answered?
My writing is to seek guidance, but I don't always get guidance when writing in my book.
Fair. Is it something that you've just always had? If you don't remember, do you remember when you got the journal? Or did you just always have it?
Before this reading, I can't remember a time without it. But now I sense a time where it became part of my existence.
So I don't want to read it, obviously. But could I cast Identify on it to see if there's any other magical ties for you about it? If there's other importance since you don't remember everything?
Oh, damn. Would Killian let you cast Identify on it?
Well, I would be telling you that that's what I would be doing, and it would be under the assumption of you have come to me asking me for help, and I am trying to find as many ways as I can possibly help you. Right? Of Cassandra as a person is very her, and I would probably relay this so that because I would want you to understand this. Of my goal is to help as many people as I can, and if you have come to me for help, I want to do so. So conversations that happen in this tent do not leave this tent without your blessing. So if there is something you do not want other people to know, I would not share that. This is a safe place. This is a place where if you want to learn more about you, and I have the ability to help pass on that knowledge, I will do so in every means I have capable of doing so.
Killian will pull out the book and put it on the table, but not unlock it.
That's fine, because she doesn't want to read it. So I would nod, and I would pull out the pearl, and I would cast Identify on it to see if there's any other thing that I can get for Killian specifically, with the question he's asked me. And then not share this with anybody, just like I haven't shared the conversation Yotep and I have had.
I think Ned said, I'm starting to imagine Lucy stand from the Peanuts for Cassandra.
Damn it, Killian.
You know Killian's got questions.
Damn it, Killian.
Here is what I will say.
Identify would be the way that she would think to do this, though, right? With that, like...
No, that's fair. Hold on, I've got to go.
I'm not trying to make it more difficult for you. I'm so sorry, Caleb.
I didn't.
You can't change your spells, Ryan.
We still haven't started. We're really just starting a new day.
Yeah,
For
he's got a
long
point.
rest. I still get to do that.
I'm just teasing you because of chat.
Now we need
'Cause
fan
I
art.
wasn't
of,
planning on
Cassandra's
having
hand.
Identify prepared.
I mean, I have it and can ritually cast it no matter what, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to have it prepared. I can still do it. I do have some
Done.
writing on my sheet though.
We lose Fairy Fire for today.
I still have Fairy Fire.
So there you go. No free advantages for anybody.
I mean, I have that always.
I create my own advantages in life.
I always have Fairy Fire as a fairy. You can't not know it. Caleb's thinking so hard.
Well, okay.
I'm so sorry. I want to help.
Killian's fault.
You.
It's definitely Killian's fault.
Yeah. I mean, so just to, you are okay with this, Step?
I'm okay with it because I think Killian still wants to know more than he's been told.
Okay. So
Oh, I'm so excited.
you get this feeling of immense depth with this journal. Typically, when you identify something, you get like the basics of the item. It's like, oh, this is a +1 sword, and it does an extra D4 of fire damage. And that's all it does. This is such a complex and like layered item that as a result it's a lot more intense of a casting of Identify than you've ever done, because most of the things you've identified up until now have been like, oh, this ring lets you walk on water, this ring lets you jump higher, this hat does, eats things and tells
Very
you what it
simple.
ate. Yeah, this is like if a first-year college student identified an artifact.
Right.
It is a lot all at once. It is, you get a couple of things on the very basics of how it works first. Firstly, it is an item that acts kind of like, this is gonna only be for the players, this isn't gonna be for your character, but you do you remember in last campaign when I gave you guys basically a booklet of papers that you could write
That we
something
could
in? It
write
would be
and
this.
the other person would get it, and it was
Yeah.
like a walkie-talkie. Yeah.
Yes. It has elements of that in it, where messages that are written in it are sent somewhere, and something can respond.
Interesting.
You also get the sense that it is a for lack of a better way to put it, a semi-sentient item. It has a mind to it. It's not just that it's sent somewhere, it is almost as if whatever is responding to Killian has carved out a part of itself and placed it into the book for the purposes of responding. A la, like, a Horcrux with Tom Riddle being in the book.
So part of Killian's soul is attached to the book.
Maybe
that the
Killian's.
real Heath Ledger?
Right, but like, got it. Okay.
Yeah. You don't know about Killian's, but you definitely know that the entity that he's talking to has put itself in there. It's almost like an avatar of whatever it is.
Okay, got it.
Exists within this book.
Cool. Okay.
And as you're delving into it, it is a boatloads of unexplained questions, because as you're delving into it, you feel that this sentience, you feel that this entity that is responding to Killian does everything in its power to shut you out, and you feel it fight back against you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
And I need you to roll well.
Cassandra gets stuck into the book, and we have.
Oh man.
Oh no, I rolled a 17 plus
Okay.
wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So a 19, I think. Yeah, a 19.
Needed a 25. You become an animation in the book.
She turns
How does-
into a book.
How does that
She
work
turns
with the,
into a
the
book.
item I have?
Killian
What
starts
item you
writing in that one.
The ring.
This has nothing to do with that,
Okay.
unfortunately.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just.
So,
Oh no. Oh,
You-
I'm so stressed now. I'm so excited and now I'm terrified.
you
That's what you get for being nosy.
I wasn't nosy this time. He asked me for help.
I was definitely the nosy one.
Yeah, you feel as though something, you started to pry into something to try to figure this out in order to figure out something for Killian, your friend who was asking for help. And this thing did not like that you pried, and so it decided it was going to fight back.
Oh, fun.
And you feel a laceration within your own mind as the part of you that makes up your consciousness is attacked. And you, Killian, you watch as from you, you watch as Cassandra places her hands on the book in order to read this. You see that her eyes begin to give off that faint glow that it normally does when she does this spell. You see that she starts to look a bit confused as she's sort of piecing out the things of this. And then you see her eyes roll into the back of her skull. Blood begin to pour from her nose. And she falls unconscious. Cassandra.
Oh no. Uh-huh.
Can I add that I screamed? See Persei and a little boy sitting in a lake.
Yeah. You take only 28 points of damage.
Holy shit!
Great.
28 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
And are unconscious.
All right.
The best I can tell you is, it's a good thing you rolled well. But you watch as she looks confused. You see all of a sudden her eyes like widen a bit in like shock and surprise, and then you see her eyes roll back of her head, nose starts to pour from her blood starts to pour from her nose. She lets out a scream of pain and falls unconscious.
Can we hear the scream from outside?
Absolutely, you can.
I am going to. Because I'm sitting across from her at the table, right?
Yeah. So the table's just a small little table, like 2
Okay.
person. Can't
I'm gonna
fit 4.
quickly
correct?
grab the book and reholster it
Uh-huh.
on my back, and then run over to her and try to wake her up.
Yotep is gonna whisper the 10.
Slapping her face gently, like, Cassandra, wake up. I
I'll
don't
also
like
hobble
this.
towards the tent too.
Yeah, as you guys enter into the tent, you see that Cassandra has collapsed to the floor. Killian is kneeled over her, trying to like wake her up, and you see that like the blood that's still pouring from her nose.
Awesome. Not terrifying at all.
If I see them enter, I would start shouting to them, "We need help. Who can heal her?"
Yotev, use that needle.
Right. Yotev's gonna run over and I guess use a spell slot first thing in the morning.
Right? First thing in the fucking morning.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, Ryan, if you don't want to do it, I can do it.
No. We're here.
Oh wait, I didn't. I wouldn't have cast. It does it. If I ritually cast something, it doesn't use a spell slot, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
That's the
Sorry.
sort of benefit of.
You're
doing
unconscious right now.
that. Yeah,
No,
but she still has that spell
Earlier.
slot. God damn it.
Which is why I didn't want to use identify myself.
I can
So-
only ritually cast it. I can't just cast it. It doesn't.
What's
matter.
what's the healing on that?
Yes.
Humans? Fine.
It's
So-
5.
You take out that same needle and you jab it into her neck. Cassandra,
Yeah.
this whole time, as you're unconscious, you're not just asleep. That would be too easy. You are haunted by things beyond common imagination. And it is wild and weird and incredibly threatening. When you awake with Yotev over you, pulling a needle out of your neck, you do not remember a single thing there, only that it is stuck with you.
I don't remember anything that I learned.
You remember
about-
everything up until the point where, so you know what the item does, more or less, but you don't remember anything after falling unconscious.
Oh,
All of that, there were things there that you could not wrap your head around, that your mind refuses to save to memory because it's too much.
super traumatic, and I
Yes.
have been. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
What do you
That-
mean by the fact that they're stuck with her?
We'll see in a couple sessions, maybe.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Geez, they're stuck with her. There's reflections moving in mirrors that we
Oh,
don't see.
God.
Okay,
Poor
so
Chris.
This
so,
could have got
Random
dark
D20s
fast.
rolled
We're
on
on
the
session
bottom.
6. Jesus
Okay,
Christ,
so-
people.
so for,
We're on session 7.
Okay,
yeah,
you're right.
Lucky number
Oh, you're
7.
right. That's better.
Lucky number 7. Cool. Okay,
We're
so
alive.
for me, I still feel that,
You
but I
feel
don't know what it is.
Yeah. exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Kenji.
I don't know if you've ever had dreams like that, but I have
Yeah,
in the
no,
past where you wake up and
100%.
you're,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
I knew I
Did
had
you-
a nightmare and I can't remember anything, but I knew it was absolutely terrifying. Yeah, cool.
Mhm.
So I, being absolutely fucking terrified of nothing but everything, because I don't fucking know what just happened and I'm covered in blood, I'm going to shrink down and fly up to the top of my tent and tell everybody to get out.
Kenji, while she's in this state, maybe you can communicate with her and calm her down.
No, absolutely not. I will 100% fly up and tell everybody to get out.
All
Yep.
suckers and eaters out. We all go. Give her some space.
One by one.
She
You
made
all
it another day.
Before I walk out, I'll wait to be the last one, and before I take the final step, I'll just say, Cassandra, I am sorry, and then I'll walk out.
Jesus.
One by one, you leave. Killian, sort of standing there feeling a sense of responsibility for this. You apologize. Because, I mean, you had no clue what was going to happen. And you leave. And you feel like you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. And you feel that heightened sense of as if something has turned its eyes on you. And normally, when it does, it's a normal thing, but it's fine because it's always been a okay relationship with this thing. Now it seems a little angry.
Oh, no.
But you leave. You walk out. And I believe that because we have a hard stop at 10 o'clock, we should go ahead and end there.
Oh, awesome.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm so much of an enzyme,
I'm
guys.
so invested right now.
However,
I did not think that would happen.
there is good news, right? The reason why Cassandra technically passed the DC 20 Wisdom save is because she should have woke up at level 5. So you guys all get to level.
What?
Caleb, I fucking love you so much.
So, congratulations.
Wait.
Hang on a second. So, wait a minute.
What the
Wait a
fuck,
minute.
Caleb?
So,
Uh-huh.
we get to level and she doesn't.
No. You all do.
No, I get to level.
Yeah.
I got to pass the DC even though
She had one higher proficiency bonus than she would have.
So I passed it because I rolled just under what I
got
should have rolled.
But the proficiency
because
bonus
I
goes
would've
up from
leveled
level 4 to 5. So,
That's funny.
So I technically passed it, but didn't know it.
congrats.
Yeah, it's
you know.
fine.
Damn.
Great way to find out we leveled.
Yeah.
I
So
think we leveled just
if we want to
before
go
we have
ahead
to
and
fight another bad.
if we want to go ahead and quickly roll HP or anything, we could do that now. Or if we want to, we think that's going to take too long because we've got 12. 8, great.
I can just roll my hit die, right? On
Yep.
on. Cool.
Cool. So I'm currently at a 14.
It's at
Fantastic.
9.
Yep.
I get to reroll one. So
That's with my con already, right? Or no?
Yes. Yeah, because you rolled a 7 on the D8.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
added 2 to.
We reroll ones, right?
Yes, reroll once.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Out of a 4, great.
Hey, it's better than a 1.
9ers.
Okay.
Much better than
So I do a D10, right?
Actually,
As a
40.
paladin, yes. 1d10.
God, that was
This
such
is
a roller
40-10 right here.
coaster.
we fucked
Yeah,
around,
because
found
that's
out.
your. You have a D10 per level, so when you go up, it'll be 5d10, and you're rolling your 5th D10.
Such a roller coaster
I'm a
of ride.
A 6, fantastic.
So we're gonna come back to starting here. This is
So how do? Okay,
terrifying.
now I got to figure out how to do this on D&D Beyond. HP rolled, so add 6 to that, up 6.
Yep. And then be sure to bump your level up from 4 to 5, and it should do the math for you.
19 plus
4 to 5.
Sweet.
I just actually I can send it in HC chat, but I didn't have the dice on me, and it's out of the door.
Oh, I get extra
fantastic.
attack now.
I get extra attack as well.
Find it. The find
Four
out
of
the fucker.
Melee.
Of the 6 of you finally get extra attack.
And
I'm a
second
real
level spell.
adventurer.
And second level spells. 3 of you just got
And
second level
second level
spells, too.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I
where
didn't die.
do I just put this in the
Didn't
modifier?
That's what my level got me. I didn't die.
Fuck yeah. But with that, we'll go ahead and quickly, sign off real quick and let Fragan run.
I
so
technically. Or never mind. That's fine. No, you're good.
do we want to start with you, Lady B, or do you need a minute?
No, it's fine. So I'm Lady Brittany. You can find me everywhere as Lady Brittany. Roller coaster. I stream Wednesdays through Saturdays normally. I will be going live right after this session to play Final Fantasy. Because I just started Final Fantasy 14. It's taken over my life and I love it. But outside of that, I play comfy cozy games, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Pokemon, and we do community games on Saturday nights. And then that's it. Husband, you're your own person now.
Husband who has been freed from the confines of her camera. If you'd like to say anything,
Yeah, I don't do anything on any social media, and you can find me here on Sundays.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. Step.
AM Step Freak. You can find me here on Twitch on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesday's going to be Pokemon coming up. Thursdays will be Project Zomboid Thursdays with some other streamers. If you guys want to join in on that, you're more than welcome to. And Sundays, D&D. Again, Step Freak, STEPFREEK on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Step Freak Gaming.
Ryan.
Hello, my name is Researcher Ryan, and I've been playing Yotev Ironsnarf, and you've been watching Extravagant Casters. Dun, 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 dun. You can find me on twitch.tv/Researcher Ryan. And, yeah, I play lots of Pokemon over there with Chaotic Energy, Shiny Hunting, racing people, doing lots of shenanigans, and, yeah, I'm here every Sunday.
OEF.
I don't know how to follow that up, but I'm OEF5. I do live stream on Twitch as well. I do live streaming for fishing content, but it's cold here in Indiana, so there's ice on the lakes, and I don't ice fish. But I did go fishing last Wednesday because it was nice. I might get a couple more streams in this coming up week. It's supposed to be nice again, so look for me there. I'm OEF5 on Twitter, YouTube, and OEF5 Outlaw on the Instagrams. That the person that went first does not follow me on her. Pay attention to my Instagram. So you guys don't be like her.
I
Be cool.
absolutely do.
Drop me a follow. We'll see you. Thanks.
And Dragon.
Yo, I play everybody's cuddly, friendly, not creepy doll that now has shuffling actions included with it. Kenji, Comrade. Also, but you can find me on Twitch at Frag'n'Wagon doing Pokemon things, and then here is the D&D things, and then Twitter is just a smattering of memes and adequate tweets that Snooki usually likes. Sometimes he doesn't because they're not good enough, but who knows? What about you, Snooki?
I don't know why you gotta call me out like that. I like when I open it up and I see them. Fuck off. I don't. I like Michael. I do not stream. I do not do social media all that much. I like things and I look at the Twitters, but I don't actually use them that much. So don't worry about those. But if you want to see more D&D content, I am a part of a D&D stream on Wednesday nights at Employing on Dynamite's Twitch channel that Fragan is also a part of. If you're interested, we're also going to be doing a one-shot here in the next coming month. It's maybe a little bit early to start talking about it, but whatever. In like a month on Sunday right before this, leading into this sessions, because we've got some character backstory to go and flesh out and ruin with the way that we are. But if you're wanting more D&D content, please go check that out. Otherwise, I am here every Sunday, and thanks for watching.